Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV, and this is the live watch along for the Spurs versus Aston Villa 6-pointer at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm Barnaby Slater. I am actually presenting this alongside Ash Matic from Spurs Kings TV. What's it called? Is that right? Spurs Kings TV? Yeah, I nearly got that wrong there, but because he's not here, he can't correct me. He's not turned up as yet, and I don't know. He says he's going to be here at 2:05, but is that the first bit of pressure being put on Spurs? The presenter, the co-presenter, hasn't even made it yet. But Ash will be here. He guarantees me that. It's a huge game. Tottenham last season against Aston Villa lost this game at home 2-1. We did play okay that day, but if you remember rightly, we had to start with Ben Davies and Emerson Royal playing in the two centre-backs. So today we have a stronger outfit. We have a stronger squad. We have a stronger team. And even though we haven't made as good a start as we did last season in those first 10 games, I am still confident that we're going to have a great season. And I said it after last week's defeat against Crystal Palace. I said, if we can go on to win against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup and beat Aston Villa next week, then we will forget about that Crystal Palace debacle. And that is what Ange and the boys have to do today. Make us forget about that and get us looking towards this next week of 3 difficult but potentially season-defining fixtures. Villa at home today. Galatasaray, welcome to hell, Thursday night in the Europa League. And then next weekend, Ipswich at home before the international break. And if we can get 3 wins out of 3 or 2 league wins and a draw, for instance, I think that would get us going into the international break in a very healthy place. And my only slight, let's play devil's advocate about that, is we basically lose every time just before the international break. So that is a little bit of fear about next week's game about Ipswich. But let's not worry about that yet. Let's worry about today's game against Aston Villa. Before I get started with the team news, please do press the like button on this video if you haven't already. Let's get this video seen by as many Spurs fans as possible. Please do subscribe to We Are Tottenham TV if you're not already a subscriber, and subscribe to my channel at Barnaby Slater _. It's in the title for daily Tottenham content too. But let's get going with that team that has been announced today from Big Ange. He's made a couple of changes, certainly a few changes from last week's game against Crystal Palace. It is Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro, Destiny Udogie. Radu Dragusin, of course, comes in for Mickey van der Ven, whose hamstring strain is not deemed to be serious. I think they're going to try and be careful with him and not play him realistically before the international break. So that gives him a good kind of 3 weeks to get that hamstring strain sorted. So that's good news, I think. Dragusin comes in for him. Then Bentancur starts ahead of Basuma in midfield. Pape Matar starts ahead of James Maddison. And Decky Kulusevski keeps his place in the 3. And then our captain, club captain, the face of the club, the most important player currently at Tottenham Hotspur, and one of the 2 most important players of the last decade, Son Heung-min, is back on the left side of the forward line, with Dominic Solanke obviously doing what he does best, elite pressing, unbelievable hold-up play, and then Brennan Johnson hopefully getting back to scoring form on the right-hand side. The bench is Forster, Ben Davies, Archie Gray, Bissouma, Madders, Mikey Moore, Timo Werner, and Richarlison. So I'd say it's a strong team. It's a strong squad. We've got what it takes. We can do it. But Aston Villa will come for us. They will be dangerous on the counter-attack. They'll be very dangerous from set pieces. They are a big, strong, muscular side. Martinez in goal, Matty Cash, Konsa and Torres with Digne at the back, Onana and Tielemans, John McGinn in midfield, and then Rodgers, Ramsey and Ollie Watkins, who loves a goal against Tottenham Hotspur. So they are the danger men, I'd say. Watkins, obviously, Jacob Ramsey has been on Tottenham's list for a long time. Johan Lange has been wanting to get him into the club, wanted to try and get him in January. His contract is running down. So in terms of scripts that are always written before games, Ramsey potentially to score, Watkins potentially to score because he loves scoring at Spurs. And last season, in that home game that I mentioned, we conceded one of the many set-piece goals that we conceded last season from a, if I remember rightly, a deep free kick just inside our half, and then Pau Torres got an absolutely beautiful, unmarked header into the corners. But what I would say is we've improved our set-piece defending. I don't want to jinx it, but we've improved it a lot this season, and hopefully we can keep strong against Villa today. Obviously, some of the talking points. James Maddison will not be ecstatic to have been left out of the team today, but for me, if you were picking between Madders and Kulusevski to play in the number 8/10 role today, it would be Kulusevski. He's been our best player this season, and Maddison hasn't quite lived up to the heights of the first 10 games last season when he was absolutely outstanding. He hasn't played badly by any means, but we need him to get on target a bit more, like a few more goals, get a free kick goal, really get his confidence up there, and maybe he can come on today and do something and really kick on his season. Obviously, as I mentioned, Bentancur starts ahead of Yves Bissouma. I think that's a bit much of a muchness. We'll miss, I think, Bissouma's ability on the half turn, but I think Bentancur makes slightly fewer madcap decisions than Bissouma. I should say, I thought Bissouma against Man City, when he came on for Pape Matar Sarr, made quite a few madcap decisions, certainly coming on for a player because he'd been booked, and then getting booked within the first 10 minutes of the game is quite an Yves Bissouma thing to do. But the most important thing about Bissouma's performance against Man City was that he cleared that ball off the line in the last couple of minutes, because if it had gone in, I'm pretty confident that it would have gone to penalties and we would not have beaten Man City on penalties, and now we'd be out of the Carabao Cup instead of having that game in the quarterfinals against Ruben Amorim's Manchester United side in the middle of December. That would be such a great night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, won't it? Let's talk a little bit more about last season's games. Like I said, 2-1 loss at home. We should have at least got a draw in that game. We should probably have beaten Aston Villa in that game, frankly. But we didn't. But then, late on in the season, in what was deemed to be the Champions League 6-pointer at Villa Park, we went there and absolutely decimated them, didn't we? It was an unbelievable performance, the kind of first big statement win for Ange Postecoglou in his Tottenham career. Madders got the opening goal, do you remember, from that incredible run and cross on the sprint from Pape Matar Sarr, and then Sonny got one, Brennan Johnson got one, and Timo Werner, actually, if I remember, notched the 4th goal in that 4-0 win with his best finish for Spurs. I'd say it's still his best finish for Spurs, despite that excellent finish against Man City in the week that I think will give Timo Werner more confidence. But that really was a pulverising performance from Tottenham against Villa, and that's the kind of thing we want to see today. However, Tottenham have had a day's less rest. Villa went out, didn't they, of the Carabao Cup to Crystal Palace in the week. And Villa will fancy their chances of getting another win at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, just on the basis that I think they'll allow us to have a lot of the ball, but they'll know that we are dangerous and easy to get behind, certainly down the sides. And in that home game against Villa last season, actually, they had a goal disallowed, a VAR turnaround on a header from Watkins from across down the sides. And of course, we continue this season to concede goals at the back post from crosses when people are getting to the byline. So that's something that I'm hopeful Big Ange will have tried to talk to them about in the week, because I do not want to see us concede another one of those goals. I'm going to get into the comments now, guys. I'd say there's probably only about 2 minutes until kickoff. Let's see what you guys are saying. Cantab says, my only worry is Brennan. Is that to do with the fact that he hobbled off a little bit in the week with fatigue? Obviously, both him and Christian Romero were both taken off a bit early because they were a bit fatigued in the week. Let's hope they don't get injured, that's for sure. Let's see what else they're saying. Yeah, Terry Fisher, Maddison hasn't played badly by any means. You're joking. Oh, doesn't agree with me, Terry Fisher. Terry Fisher thinks that Madders had a bad season. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Do you agree with me, or do you agree with the fish man, Terry Fisher? Has Madders had a bad season so far? I don't think he has. I just don't think he's had as many assists and goals as he would have liked. But I also think that's probably down to the fact that he's created this great partnership with Kulusevski in those 8-10 roles, that actually it's kind of allowed him to take a little bit of pressure off himself in terms of trying to be the only creator in the side. So I don't think it's quite as simple as Terry does. Let's see, Cantab says, Madders will be needed second half as this is too defensive, in my opinion. I see, sorry, it was a bit of a typo there, but I got there. Is it too defensive? I don't know. I think he's just trying to shore up the midfield. And also, as we talked about when doing the starting lineups, Aston Villa have a very, very attacking, very muscular, kind of strong midfield. And Pape Matar Sarr, although he's not like the biggest in terms of width, he is a strong player, and obviously he's got a great engine. So I think he's just trying to, level it up a little bit in midfield, maybe with Pape Matar Sarr playing. But let's see what happens. I spoke a little bit to Yori, who comes on this show very regularly before the game, and he says he thinks the double pivot in today's game is the right decision, and I'm happy to go with Yori's tactical nous. Basically, that's how I feel about it. Predictions. Well, I'll tell you what. Before I do predictions, I'm going to talk you through some of the things. I don't know if any of you are into gambling. But if you are, here are some of the stats. In the last 30 Premier League games played, Spurs have won 19, Villa have won only 7. 88% of these games, 88% are over 2.5 goals. So you'd expect a high-scoring affair. However, last time I said that on one of these watch-alongs, it was for the Arsenal game, which we lost 1-0. So, you know, gambling, mugs game. 75% of games between Spurs and Aston Villa, both teams have scored. It averages 3.5 goals per match this fixture, where the league average is 2.9 per game. Sorry, 2.9 goals per game. So that would say, again, this should be a high-scoring affair. And the overall history between the clubs, Tottenham have won 78 games, lost 60 with 36 draws. The match is about to kick off. Villa kicking left to right in this first half, and they are off. Let me know in the comments, guys, your predictions for the game, and we'll see who gets it right as the ball goes back to Martinez, and Villa start with their playing ball across the back line. Good pressing from Spurs, though, and Villa kick it out. We are, all the rumours suggest, only 4 minutes away from Ashmatic's arrival, and he can tell us why he's so late. Bentancur gets into Pape Matar as Spurs win it in midfield. And Destiny Udogie now lays it back across to Christian Romero. The first interesting thing I've seen is that Radu Dragusin is starting on the left, by the looks of it, of the two centre-halves. There have been some games this season, good ball from Romero then into Porro in midfield. There have been some times that Dragusin's played with Romero and Romero's played on the left, but looks like Ange has decided this is his preference for Dragusin to be on the left. Personally, it's not mine because I think Dragusin is a little less comfortable on the ball, certainly on his left foot, than Romero, but surely Ange sees more than I have in training, and that'll be why, as Dragusin lays the ball across to Romero. Villa not really pressing either Romero or Dragusin, just kind of filling up the gaps in central midfield, making it as narrow as possible there. As Romero tries to get it out wide to Sonny, McGinn gets in the way, but it comes through to Son again, who lays it out wide, and Pape Matar already on one of those lung-busting runs into the channel. Turns away and finds Destiny Udogie, who has a bit of a dodgy touch, and now Villa on the transition, which is what they'll want to be hitting us with all day, but a bad touch there leads to Bentancur clearing up. And Tottenham get it back out to Pape Matar on the left-hand side, who finds Sonny in a little bit of space. Destiny made a run for him, but he's offside, so he's not going to give it to him. And Sonny just tries to take on Matty Cash and loses the ball. But Udogie now challenging McGinn in central midfield. Don't foul him. He doesn't. But it comes out wide now, left-hand side for Villa. Jacob Ramsey. And he's running at Pedro Porro. He's let him come a long way here, actually. And Ramsey's beaten both Porro. He's beaten 3 players there, but in the end, Bentancur, or I think it was maybe Romero, helped out. But Spurs have lost it high up the pitch again. And McGinn fancies a shot, but he doesn't take it on. Turns away. Kulusevski gets a touch in, but not enough. Comes out wide. On the wrong side, Hassan, and a shot from Aston Villa from about 22 yards from Rodgers over the bar. And they just show Mickey van der Ven not on the bench, but behind the bench, looking like he's wearing a very nice and expensive jumper. I don't know where it's from, but Spurs kick off quickly and lose the ball quickly as well. Solanke doesn't manage to hold that up against Konsa. That'll be a good battle between Solanke, Konsa and Torres. Villa settling into this game quite well, but nicked in Bentancur, but then they've lost it again, and it comes out wide left to Digne. And they're going to get a chance to get across in here, which they're dangerous from. And it's a chance, and Watkins should score. Dragusin, I think, just about put enough pressure on Ollie Watkins that he couldn't get a good connection on that. But that was almost an absolute replica of the goal I talked about just before the start of this game last season, where they were free on the left-hand side. As ever, Spurs don't stop the cross at source. And Watkins should score. I don't know why he doesn't throw his head on that. I really don't know why. 3rd minute, first chance to Aston Villa. And just a foul there in central midfield. I think it might be Destiny Udogie who's gone in on Matty Cash. And I think that's a little bit of a reducer, knowing how many times Matty Cash has got players of ours injured down the years. Udogie... Oh, it's not good from Udogie, I'll tell you that. It's high. And if he doesn't get booked here, he is a lucky, lucky boy. The only reason he won't get booked here is because it's the 3rd minute. Really just showing Matty Cash that he's there. And Villa take it quickly. Villa laying it back all the way to Martinez. Looking for a pass. Finds it left with Torres. Johnson's got the press on him, as is Porro. And Spurs give away the throw-in on the left-hand side for Villa. Of course, important not to forget, Villa do have John Duran to come off the bench as well. He scored so many goals off the bench this season, hasn't he? Even though he tried desperately to go to West Ham during the summer, but didn't get his move. Spurs press well there, and Sonny, yes, we've won it high up here with Pape Matar now. There's no one outside him though, so he has to run towards the left on his own. Kulusevski's made a little run for him on the outside, and now he's fronting up Matty Cash. Yeah, he wanted to get to the byline, but Cash has done well there, and yeah, he's done really well. And Villa win the ball back. McGinn helps him out. McGinn, of course, got sent off in this fixture last year, didn't he, for a wild tackle on Udogie that caused a melee off the pitch. Villa have lost the ball high up here. Looked like there might have been a foul off the ball there, but Bentancur now has the ball. Ash is here. We will be seeing Ash Matic any minute. He's got a lovely old, what is it, AVB era Spurs shirt on.
AVB.
Hello, mate.
How's it going, man? You
good? Yeah, very good.
Nice.
And the fans getting behind the team now, getting the old "Come on, you Spurs" chant on as Bentancur plays it in to Pape Matar, who finds on the left Son Heung-min, who's fronting up one-on-one now against. He can get a good cross in here, Sonny, but it's not a good one. Comes to the back. Is there a chance for the volley here from Porro? Over the bar.
What's been happening, man? What have I missed?
Start for Villa, kind of settling into it. Watkins should have scored from a cross from the left.
Oh, really?
Kind of should have thrown his head on it, but tries to volley it and misses it.
Okay. Yeah, obviously we'll have a lot of the ball, right? So they're trying to hit us on the counter.
Ash, I think more importantly, you just tell us why you're late. That's what the audience want to know, mate. That's what they want to know.
Trains and a late 40th last night. A mixture of the two.
The late 40th birthday party last week. Good press from Pape Matar there, but Konsa gets away. Oh, and Anana breaking through midfield here.
Wow.
Finds it out wide. Just a bit of a tactical start, really, I'd say. Probably both teams just trying to.
It's like a nervy start by the sounds of it. Then
we didn't stop the cross, which we never do, and
just the back post worry, isn't it?
From Digne. It was actually this one kind of came in the middle.
Okay.
And Watkins, he definitely should have scored, to be honest.
Oh, okay, fair enough, man. Well, we move, man. Let's see. First 6 minutes. I want to see Dom Solanke, right? I don't know about you, but I want to see him get some touches in the box.
We don't make any chances for him.
Yeah, that's true. But I do want to see him, getting on the end of things. I really do.
Yeah.
But you're right, man. I think the creativity on our end is a bit lacking.
I think we just make... Oh, Kulusevski tried to win the ball high up, but gives away a foul. Just wrong side there. But he's letting Tielemans know he's there, that's for sure. Yeah, I think goals will come for Solanke. His pressing and his hold-up play has been so good.
Yeah, definitely. Really. I just want to see him on the shoulder of some of these centre-backs, you know?
Yeah. Oh, too easy there through the middle. And Villa out wide to John McGinn. He might want to cut in and have a dig here, and he does. And it's blocked well, I think, by Udogie. And Kulusevski does well there. Win a foul there, Decky, and he does.
Well done.
Well done. He got his body in between the ball and Anana pushes him over.
And that's what we need to see. A lot of strength, a bit more bite in that midfield, especially against this midfield that Villa have.
How do you feel about Madders selected for this one?
I could see it coming because of what happened at Palace, to be honest with you. So Bentancur coming in as well. I think positionally, maybe he thinks he's a little bit more disciplined than maybe a Basuma. Maybe that's why he's gone for that.
Yeah. And a bit more physical.
A bit more physical as well. So, we'll see how it plays out now. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see if it's the right decision.
If you see Solanke comes deep for that Romero ball there, and look, he's got it back this time. But this is also why he's not going to be on the last man. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I know. So but I would prefer a midfielder to be in that pocket where he is. And then him to be further forward on the shoulder like he was at Bournemouth. And that's how we scored his 18 and 19 goals. Because before Areola came to Bournemouth, he was dropping deep and doing that. And he scored like 6 to 9 goals.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, I need you higher up. I need you as a striker, essentially. But yeah, I think we've got midfielders at 10s. We've got a Kulu, we've got a Maddison that can play the 10, that could pick up in that pocket. Do you know what I mean? I do understand the physicality and how it sticks to him, and I do understand that. But I also think Kulu could do that too, equally.
Yeah, I think Villa will be happy with this first 10 minutes or so because the crowd have kind of lulled down. The atmosphere is not big at the moment, and Villa are just able to settle into their game. But it's quite tactical at the moment, and obviously, as ever, not much space in central midfield as Spurs have, the 3 and then also the 2 inverters. But Villa just breaking it down the left-hand side now. Can you get your touch there, Ramsey?
He can.
It's not a great first touch, but he's got it down. And Romero's out there, which means he's not in the middle, which is a slight worry, but we make Villa go back. And it comes all the way back to the halfway line.
What do you think about that? The centre-backs pulling wide as well, leaving holes in that central part.
Yeah, I never love it. I never love it. But
should be the responsibility of Porro and Johnson, though. I saw 3 of them out there at once.
Yeah, they're probably just too far up a lot of the time to... Well, or one of the midfielders to probably... Yeah, maybe Johnson should be helping out wide a bit more. They've just hit a straight one, which can be difficult for us, but no Villa player made the run. It comes to Vicario.
Yeah, they tried to go a bit direct there, switch it up.
Do you... I was just talking about this before you came, but... Ange seems to now be settled on when Dragusin plays with Romero, Dragusin playing on the left, but I kind of think because he's less comfortable on the ball, I'd rather him be on the
100%.
side that he's more comfortable
100%. I'm very shocked.
Reason, though, although I'm happy he played a left-footed pass there. Sonny, bad first touch, but gets away with it.
I'm very shocked that he's persisted with Dragusin on the left-hand side. Maybe it's what Romero gives... on the right-hand side.
With his little balls between the lines.
Yeah, with his forward passes. Sometimes he can carry it as well. But yeah, you're not really protecting Dragusin and not giving him a fair enough chance. People might rate his performances off the back of being a left-sided centre-back when really he's a right-footed, right-sided centre-back.
That was a good ball from Radu Dragusin into Sonny there, actually.
Second one as well.
And Cash.
Yeah, he hasn't put a foot wrong so far.
Cash kicks it off, but it was that was a braver ball. I like that one. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't already, do like this video. We want to get it seen by as many Spurs fans as possible, and subscribe to We Are Tottenham TV and Spurs Kings TV as well, Ash's channel.
Yes, please.
It's a bit of a scrappy start at the moment. Lots of bodies everywhere. Both teams kind of trying to play their football, but being pressed, and it scraps around. It comes back to Martinez across his goal line. Sonny's trying to press him, and Brennan Johnson's got the press on there, but just kicks it off.
And this is where Spurs typically got a lot of our goals. And I think with Palace, they didn't play out the back. They went a lot more direct. And
Palace were right in our face.
Right in our face, pressing high. With this game here, I think there's an opportunity for Villa tried to build up slowly. Spurs can do things like that. Unfortunately, you didn't get it in that decision. But we can nick the ball off them in that defensive third, and then we can have a shot on goal with like quite a few of our players further forward.
Yeah. McGinn is such a whinging little shit, isn't he? He's already whinging. Cash has gone for the long ball over the top there, but Dragusin was in a good position and heads it back to Papisar. He's got to find someone here, and he wins a foul, does well, and Bentancur starts it again.
Yeah. Do you feel like Spurs sometimes are too rushed in possession?
Too rushed?
Yeah, too rushed in possession.
Less so this season than last season, but last season I certainly complained a lot about how often they would try the kind of paradise ball that wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah.
I think because Solanke is able to hold it up better now, some of those balls are sticking better, and we're certainly more effective in the final third.
100%, bro. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah.
Let me tell you something I hate, Ash, and it's a common hatred for me. When Sky put Alan Smith on the co-commentary, like they have again today.
This is why my headphones are on, bro.
Yeah. Spurs have won a free kick in a decent area here, actually, as I think it's Ramsey has gone through the back. Romero plays a ball into the feet of Porro in midfield. And actually, it's a tough tackle. It's a little knee on thigh there. Porro's gone down, and it's an opportunity for Spurs to whip one into the box. And it looks like Kulusevski fancies the in-swinger because it's a free kick on the right-hand side.
Porro's quite tough. He goes under a lot of challenges, doesn't he? I always see him down on the floor, but he's always available for Spurs.
I want to get it to him 25 yards out more and get more shots because I think I said this about the Palace games. Like, fine, if it's not working for you that day, find some other things to do and get Porro in some shooting positions. Get Maddison in some shooting positions.
I agree.
But we did none of that. It was disappointing. But I did say, Ash, and I've said it on this feed as well. I said that day, if we can beat City and we can beat Villa, we'll forget about that game. We won't care.
Oh yeah,
Sonny
100%.
taking the free kick. Oh, and Romero got on the end of it, but it's over the bar.
That's how we got into it. Was it Romero or was it Solanke?
Oh, it's Solanke. Sorry.
Yeah. That's how we got into the game. I remember a few crucial set pieces from the likes of Romero can be the difference, and we are, I think, the top 2, if not the top team for corners.
Right.
And I think we need to make use of players like Romero a lot more if we're taking crosses. Sometimes we try to be a bit too clever.
Yeah. And although we did score that Pape Matar goal.
Oh yeah, we did. That was a nice worked corner. So I think we can get a few more from set pieces.
Oh, Decky had a chance. There was a good header in from a long ball from Romero into midfield, and Decky could have held it up, but he tried something a bit too clever, and we've lost it back to Villa now, who are just working the left-hand side. Oh, good touch from Tielemans. And now, another chance for Villa down left-hand side to probably get a cross in. Let's see if we can stop the cross this time. Make them go back at least. That's good. Well done.
I feel like they've got an extra player in midfield sometimes when they're passing it around. Or am I making that up?
No, I know what you mean. They look comfortable.
They look very comfortable in the shot on the ball. And it's annoying me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, they're a good team. Look, they've won all 3 of their Champions League games. They're very well drilled. Oh, Bentancur has been believed to has been given a foul against him there, but I thought that was pretty light. I mean, John McGinn is a big old boy, and he's gone down like a sack of spuds. Now he's complaining because Bentancur accidentally stood on his hand.
I think that's gameplay from.
Might have been a foul, actually, to be fair, the first one.
Gameplay from McGinn though. He feels the contact, and he goes down more or less. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't really a big one from Bentancur, but.
Oh, as ever, it's always good to see Villa fans in the comments. Spurs are so boring. Blah blah blah. Well done, mate. Go to your own channel.
Well, wait. If Spurs are boring,
I know.
I'm looking at Villa's amount of shots they've had compared to the amount of shots we've had. Do you know, or amount of chances we've created? I think we've out-created them by far. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
It's because they've had an easier run in the league compared to what we've had. They haven't had like a Newcastle, or Brighton, or an Arsenal, and that's why they're.
It's a good ball into. Oh, Pape Matar challenging, very important little challenge there, and then Bentancur comes in a bit late. I have to say, Villa have started really well.
They have. They look comfortable in possession.
Yeah.
Well, I never get too worried in this position where the other team have the ball and they're passing it around, because that means they're spacing behind. And we're a really good transitional team, as we've seen in midweek.
City game.
Yeah, exactly. So here it goes.
What, the ref really wanted to give a free kick there, but he didn't. And Spurs now are on the transition. You've got to put it into Brennan, Decky. It's a terrible ball from Decky. But Brennan is going to get there. It's almost like everything stops and it's a corner.
And now we need to take advantage of the corners. And that's why I don't panic when other teams.
Was it just me, or did Brennan think that was going out at one point? It was Udogie who won the ball up really well off, I think, McGinn, might have been Cash. And Decky could have just put too much on the ball to Johnson, but he kept working, got to the byline, crosses it, and it's Dino.
Could he have put the ball not into Johnson? Because I saw there was a space on the left-hand side where Solanke was running through the middle.
Okay.
And then Son even stopped running because it went down to Johnson's side and it was overhit. Just wondering. But yeah, set piece. Let's see what happens.
Porro is on this one. They're looking to do something different, I think, from the way that Porro is running up to the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, gives it to Kulusevski. And they blocked the next pass, actually, because they obviously saw what happened against City, and Kulusevski just lost it, and that makes Tottenham look like idiots, I'm afraid. But Kulusevski's won it back. Well done. Porro, good ball into Kulusevski. He's free at the back. Dragusin can get there. Oh, it doesn't get there. And then Villa try and pass it out.
We win it back.
Defense.
We win it back. We win it back.
What is Sonny doing all the way back here? That was weird. Well, it wasn't in the box. Maybe he was.
He came out the box real quick. He was on the back stick, but he was like further back. If that makes sense.
As there was a chance to cross there, Dragusin was completely free and waving his arms at the back stick.
There he is.
Romero tries to find Sonny now. His first touch has been a little bad first
baggy,
game, but you'd expect that. He's a bit rusty. Sonny's going to whip across in now. He doesn't. Finds Kulusevski. Bentancur's on the edge of the box and has a horrible shot.
Wow.
High
Wowzers. That was crazy, Benny. Low. He apologises for that. Hit it to Rosette. But yeah, it happened. That set piece there was a bit of a wasted one. But we almost got something out of it, even though we made a mistake. But this is what I'm talking about. When we got set pieces, I want us to be more clinical and cause more trouble for the opposition.
What I would say about today, though, Villa are a big old side. They're really big, so maybe they'll try more short corners, I don't know. Sarr in midfield tried to play it through to Solanke there. Pau Torres does well. Sarr battling hard in that.
Go on, lads. Too close to each other.
Getting feet in, but it's not quite falling for them at the moment in central midfield as Cash gets it back to Martinez. And
good running,
Solanke
good shadow running by Solanke.
To work hard.
Go on, keep the press up.
Still working hard.
Keep the press. Go on, Son. Next one, and the next one. There we go. We get the ball back. That's how you do it.
That's it. You press so well that they had to play a ball over the top, and neither Watkins nor anybody else was making that run.
Okay, who's going to show for the ball? Who's going to show? Who wants the ball? Who wants to get on it and make it happen? And this is when you're used to seeing the Maddison drop deep and get on something and making things happen. But
Pape Sarr shows and gives a nice ball into Bentancur. Sarr always knows where Bentancur is then. It comes out to Son on the left.
Nice.
He plays a little ball in towards Udogie now on the byline. It's another corner for Spurs. Spurs must be the highest. Is that what you said earlier? They've won more corners than anyone else. You see why? Because we get to the byline so much.
Exactly.
That was a lovely training ground move there.
Yes. Pattern of play there was perfect. Down the sides, trying to get to the byline.
I wonder if in that position Udogie could just like take a touch and Onana will slide through him.
I agree. Yeah.
With the corner. This will be an in-swinger if he doesn't do it short. It looks like he's looking for someone to come short. I'd love to see Dragishin get his first goal for the club. In comes the corner. It's a good corner.
Oof.
Cleared by Onana, who's a big bastard. Good chance here for Sarr on the edge of the box.
Oh! Is it offside? It was on.
Johnson was offside, apparently.
Okay.
In the end, so basically... Sarr had a shot from outside the box. He didn't get hold of it really, but it hits Johnson on the way through and nearly gets past Martinez, and he would have just been offside anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Villa go long. Udogie lets John McGinn hold it.
And we go again.
Well played from Sarr. He's had a good start to this game into Son.
Lovely, Son. Go on.
Son's totally on his own and does beautifully and wins a foul.
Well done. Good dribbling from Son as well.
Sonny was just inviting the tackle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
when
was.
It finally came from Onana, and that's his second one.
And that's what you've got to do sometimes. When nothing's on, you just got to keep hold of the ball, keep close control, and then win the foul.
Yeah, Sonny actually went down a bit late there, I have to say, but it was a foul. It was definitely a foul.
Yeah, it's just about being smart, sometimes. Winning those important fouls to keep possession for the ball for the team.
This is an important few games for Dragishin. Romero played a beautiful ball in there. Important few games for Dragishin. He's going to get a bit of rhythm, by playing a few games, which we haven't really seen. Lovely turn from Decky in the box. It's another corner for Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.
Lovely
we need to
stuff in a tight space from Decky there.
We got big boys in the team. We've got Dragishin, like you said, and we've got Romero, who's physical in the box.
Kulusevski is going to whip in this corner himself.
Someone on the back stick, that's what I need as well.
He's...
Bang!
Another hit from Sarr, but it's an air shot this time, and he'll get a chance to do something a bit easier. Well done, Pape. Turns away, gives it to Porro.
2 touch, please. Just move a little bit quicker.
Gives it to Bentancur, turns. Not much in front of him that he can be sure of, so gives it back to Sarr, who now drives forward. He's looking for Sonny, but turns away. Bentancur gets it back off him, lays it out to Romero, who had just previously played a lovely little dink ball. Bentancur now has a little bit of... He's going to have a shot. It's a beautiful shot just over the bar.
That's better. That's better. That's better. That's what you want to see from Bentancur. A little bit of dip, a little bit of swerve. Outside the box, gets it out of his feet, curling away from the keeper, where it looked like Martinez had it covered. But yeah, good effort from Bentancur in the end.
Nice to see him have a long shot.
Yeah, and that's what fans have been asking for, more shots outside the box.
Yeah.
And if it's your DM or your number 6 doing it, then even better. Do you know what I mean?
Or, tell you what, just Martinez there, just a little bad touch as he was given the ball from the goal kick, and that's forced Villa to go a bit longer, and Dragishin wins the long ball.
Well done, Dragishin.
Udogie's facing the wrong way, and he does well to win a foul there.
Nice.
Just waiting for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Clever play.
Yeah, it was. I thought he was going to do first time pass into back into Dragishin there, but he does well to win the free kick.
And as ever, Spurs do it early because Ange wants them to be relentless. As Dragishin found Porro, who's now looking for Johnson with a good ball over the top. It's
What
a beautiful
switch.
ball. Wow.
What a
now Brennan
switch.
finds something.
That was
Digne's
brilliant.
with him. He's looking for an option. Porro gives it to him. Working some good stuff.
In the
over
midfield,
here.
Kulu's there on the edge. Give it to him on the edge.
Yeah.
Use him. He's there. He's in between the lines. I just want to see a bit more scanning from some of our players just to pick the best possible option.
Yeah, Udogie finds Son out wide. Udogie makes that run for him again, and Son finds it again, but this time Onana pretends to be fouled.
And gets it.
And gets the foul. Now, similar to what Udogie did in midfield there, just kind of felt the touch and went down.
Looks like he's in a bit of pain.
I think he's just trying to slow it down a bit. Look, he's absolutely fine. He just realises that Villa are under a bit of the cosh, so he's just kind of... Yeah,
He had chalk on his arms. He looked at his arms first, and then he just fell down.
23 minutes gone. Tactical game so far. Tottenham coming into it, I'd say. Villa had the first 15 minutes, but the last kind of 8 minutes or so, Spurs just coming into it. As Pape Matar wins an important header in midfield. And lovely stuff from Porro, finds Decky now.
Lovely.
Villa have always got men behind the ball at the moment. That's the slight problem for Spurs, but we're trying to find answers. Sonny to Doggy, and Sarr's made an interesting run there, but Doggy comes back to the right to Bentancur, who looks for the dink over the top that Porro had made, and actually well covered by Digne, who heads it upwards, and Martinez just claims it.
I just want Bentancur to fireball into Kulusevski. And you know when Kulusevski does that first time bounce pass where he uses sometimes he does a little back heel or sometimes he does a little flick.
Yeah.
I think that's another way to break their press centrally and to draw players out of position.
Yeah. It's good stuff from Villa. They found a gap in midfield to Rodgers, and Sarr has fouled him, and he might try and book him there.
Gotta be careful.
I didn't think that was an obvious foul. I thought it was just like a bit of a...
It's aggression, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think the intent behind it.
Why has the referee got a black eye? That's what I want to know. His left eye, it looks like he's been beaten up.
Wow.
Craig Pawson, give us some answers. Anyway, free kick here, and this isn't far away from the area. It's a little less wide, but where Villa scored from last season when at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where it was an in-swinger, and Pau Torres headed it in. It's actually really similar.
Almost identical, but it was slightly further out, actually.
Let's hope we mark... No, it was actually...
Wider, I mean,
it
not
was
out.
wider before.
Wider, that's what I meant, yeah.
Anyway, Spurs gone for the line about 21 yards. Tielemans whipping in. It's very similar, but this time
it's all there, always there. Yes,
well,
love
he
it.
sees something early with a throw.
Lovely, lovely on the counter.
Totally on his own, but Brennan's making it right. He's got to get near him, though, Brennan. I would have gone for that little gap, Brennan, but Decky's taking it down the line. There'll be a chance for a cross here. He does on his right
back
foot.
stick.
Solanke nearly got there. What a lovely effort, but it comes to Doggy outside the box, who finds Sarr. And he had some of the fans ask him to shoot there, but he did the right thing not to. Romero, the beautiful ball into Brennan Johnson, who's on the byline. Ball cuts it back, and Martinez claims it.
Unlucky. I want Akulu to go back into the midfield. He kind of hanged out wide there. I thought if he stuck in that position, in and around that D, that's where he's really a problem to handle. But great ball anyway. Into Johnson, and Johnson was unlucky with the cutback. Keeper read it.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball from Romero, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Villa continued to play their football from the back as Spurs keep pressing them. Stand up, Pape, don't foul him.
Yeah.
Good stuff from Onana then. That's the free man. And Bentancur does really well. Oh, I didn't think that was. Bentancur, foul given against him. And be careful with kicking it at the player there as well.
You've got to be very careful. Yeah. And the referee's marking down little things like that in his little book.
Yeah.
2 fouls each from Sarr and Bentancur. So they say they're always free, and then it's a booking. You're inside the book. Go on, you Doggy.
McGinn goes down early there.
Go on,
Sonny and the Doggy win it off.
Well done. Switch it.
Pape Sarr's got to find someone. He looks sometimes a little. That's a foul. That should be a yellow for Ollie Watkins, I think, but it won't be because it's early in the game. And the crowd just getting on the back.
What was you going to say about Sarr?
Just sometimes when he's got the ball, he looks a little like it's not fully under control.
I hear you.
He's brilliant, and he's going to become an amazing player.
He's a bit raw.
But just technically,
it
sometimes
looks like it's getting away from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think it's his stride pattern and his ball control. It's not like close where, some people dribble and it's tight to their foot.
No, look, when he's on the run, like kind of full pelt and there's loads of space, it works really well for him.
Yes.
But just in little tight
spaces, that's where it looks a bit baggy.
Dragashin to Bentancur into Sarr. He's going to come back to Romero.
I'd also, sorry to interrupt, I'd also say, like, sometimes a switch of players on, and I don't know if it's in their locker to kind of switch to play quickly.
Right.
If you've got Sarr there, I know Bentancur can do it, but I don't see it quite enough.
Got it.
Where we can open teams up, make the pitch a bit wider by doing that type of play.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Because he had to carry it. I thought he could have just switched to play there.
Lovely ball from Romero into Porro again. It just gets away from him a little bit. And Udogie nearly gave away a foul, but now Villa are on the transition, and Bentancur's working hard.
Lovely. Quality.
He had to get that tackle right, and he did, but he went in studs up, and he's got to get it right, and he did.
Quality.
Important covering there from Bentancur.
That's what you want for your 6. You want your DMs to do that. And look how he is. Passion, full of energy. I love it. And he's talking as well to the players. Look.
Yeah. Alan Smith in COCOM saying he had to be so careful because players these days know that if they go in with their studs up like that, if they don't get the ball, it could be yellow, it could be red.
Yeah.
Anyway, Villa now playing it across their back line again to Digne, who was on Spurs' list for a while, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I remember. Talked about a lot when he was at Everton that he might come to Spurs.
That's right.
It happened. He's had a good Premier League career, Digne. Good crosser of the ball as well.
Yeah, he is.
Onana now in central midfield.
But apart from that one chance I missed, he's not much in the game in terms of offensive.
Not at the moment, no. Spurs pushing Villa back, but Villa on the ball now and finding some space in midfield with Tielemans, who finds a lovely ball in the gap, and problems here for Spurs. And Ramsey has a shot that's deflected over the bar.
It's a player that we were linked with.
Oh yeah, he's on our list for sure.
Very closely. So it's good to see him live in the flesh, to see how he performs.
Good block from Dragerson.
Yeah, Dragerson's not having a bad game either. I think he's doing well. He's had a few blocks in this game as well.
29 minutes gone. Villa now. Must be, I think it's their first corner maybe. Tielemans going to whip it in. And as ever, they've got 3 players around our keeper. And we're not stopping them blocking Vicario. And he does get there eventually, though. Gets a punch away.
It's better commanding from him.
Now, Dina with the cross. Can he be commanding again? No. Chance.
No. Oh,
Brilliant
wow.
Say it. Wow. The post.
Wow.
Spurs didn't get up for that.
That was crazy, I can't lie. Yes, looking back that corner.
Does he get a touch on it before it hits the post? No, it hits the post.
And then it comes off him, it looks like. Let's see it slow down. Header from Onana. He saves it.
Hits post, then him. Is it another
it's a different
corner?
Angle. Let me see.
So basically, if you weren't watching that,
yeah, did you see that?
That wasn't from the first corner. It's actually from the second. Well, it's from the corner. Then it comes out, and then they just get a really loopy ball in. And Onana just jumps really well, gets a lot of neck muscle behind it, heads it down into the bottom left-hand corner. Sorry. And Vicario didn't get on the first one that I saw, but he gets a touch on it off the bar.
That's right.
Off the post, sorry, so that it doesn't go straight to a Villa player. And he is trying to be more. Vicario is trying to be more forward-thinking from these corners. He's pushing players.
That's better. That's what you want to see from your keeper. That's it. Get in front of your man, sort them out, push them away.
Says he's watching this, but look, they're trying to push the Spurs player Johnson into Vicario, and here it comes onto the head.
Go on, Dom. Set piece. Yeah. Set piece, Rodgers. I don't know how it's come so close to. It hasn't even outswung. And it's just evaded all of our players, even the ones at the near post, and it's gotten through Vicario, and it's ended in the back of the net.
We save the first. He saves the first one, doesn't he?
Let's have a look again. It happened all so fast. It happened so fast. Jeez. Of all the goals to concede, that's why a set piece.
Yeah, actually, do you know what? Vicario makes an unbelievable save. So it's a near post flick from actually, it's a flick. It's a flick off our defender at the near post. Look at this.
Oh dear.
Is it Johnson? No, I can't even see that.
Oh jeez. Now we're gonna get beaten with this stick now.
No, Vicario makes a great save. You fucking idiot, Alan Smith. Alan Smith's trying to blame Vicario. He's made an unbelievable save, and it's just come out to him, to Rodgers.
And Rodgers has got the tap in. All right, let's see how Spurs respond back from this. Obviously, it's disappointing to concede from a set piece because it happened.
I think that's only our second one conceded from a set piece all game, all season. Sorry.
But let's see how we respond. I want to see if it's see how our mentality is.
Yeah, we need to show our mentality here, which we didn't really do when we in a similar game against Arsenal at home this season. We conceded from the corner, and we didn't really lay a glove on them after that.
Yeah.
So we've got to do better. Why are people in the comments blaming Vicario? Vicario made an unbelievable save. It was nothing to do with him. Kulusevski trying to turn there.
Go on. Go on. Oh, thought he was almost in there.
Thank you for the super chat, Zayn Mayasi. Really appreciate that.
Are they blaming him because he didn't initially?
No, you can't come to the front post. It's got nothing to do with him.
Yeah, not to the front post, but nah, it just doesn't make sense to me. To be fair, I was just trying to figure it out.
But the good stuff here has got Udogie in down the left, and he's driving. Onana's covering him. He's going to lose the ball here.
Yeah.
And now they're on the transition with McGinn, who's going to try and win a foul for sure. Doesn't. Just kicks it off the pitch.
Bentancur with a throw, or would it be Udogie? Should be Udogie. No, taking it quickly. Bentancur, lovely, good touch for Son.
The fans in the ground are annoyed that no foul was given against any of the Villa players for the amount of times they were kind of shoving the keeper and shoving Johnson into the keeper but that was kind of more previous to when the actual corner was taken rather than in the actual play. So Spurs 1-0 down. It doesn't surprise me really based on the way the game has gone. Villa just looking kind of pretty tight, and you know that they're going to make chances either from set pieces or from the transition. So Spurs, as Ash says, going to have to show a little bit of fight here and a little bit of mentality. Villa hard to beat. Sonny gets down the left. It's a good cross into Martinez's hands.
Yeah. It's where Spurs sometimes
Who
struggle.
flicks it at the near post? Is it Solanke? No, it's Porro, I think.
I think it is Porro.
That's very similar to the Arsenal last season, I think, where Pierre-Emile Højbjerg did exactly that.
Yeah.
It was an own goal, but this time, yeah, it just fell nicely. Anyway, Spurs back in now. Porro on the right gets a cross in. It's not a good cross.
And they defend well, and it goes out for a Spurs throw with Romero looking to take one quickly. And so Dragutin on the ball into Sarr. Who can he find? He's got his head up. He cuts back inside. There's Doggy inside the midfield with Kulu inside there with Dom ahead of him.
Comes out to Sonny on the left, driving at Cash. 1-on-1. Tries to get outside again. Cash blocks it off. And it comes back to Doggy. Sonny's got to get back on side there. It comes back to Sarr. I think Villa are very comfortable in these situations where they've got 11 behind the ball. Romero cuts it back to Bentancur. Oh, good ball from Bentancur. Porro trying to keep it on. He does it.
Through his legs.
Fronting up Dina. Tries once again. There's another corner.
Ooh. What can Spurs do this time from a set piece? I mean, it's interesting because I don't think Villa had as many corners as us.
No.
Yet we got punished. Yeah. You know what I mean?
This commentator's getting on my wick because he hasn't read
Take
the
the
stats
headphones
from
off.
this season.
Take the heads.
Really annoying me. It's like going for the corner narrative, but it's like literally, you know, we're much better this season at it. It's a bad delivery from Porro, unfortunately.
You're listening to an Arsenal fan.
Comes out to Decky. It wasn't Smith, it was the actual commentator.
All right.
Johnson tries to get a cross in, but Villa throwing themselves to the ground here. But actually, they played it out well. And
Can we win it back?
Dragutin's rushed towards the ball.
Yep.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah,
Good
we got it.
tackle
Well
from
done.
Bentancur.
Well done, Bentancur. He's having a good game at the moment.
Finds Sonny. And Spurs driving down the left now, but he's going to lose the ball here, Son, I think.
Ooh,
it's
goal kick, yeah. It's came off from
No, he's given a corner. I'm pleased about that.
Yeah, lovely.
Let's have a better delivery this time.
Son does well to hold it up. There was nothing really on, and he had to dribble through 2 to 3 players there. I was like, what's going to happen?
One thing that isn't a surprise, that all 3 chances Villa have made are basically aerial chances.
Yeah.
Big team. They know that Spurs can be a bit weak defensively in the air. And that's what's happening at the moment. I wonder if this is a game where Madders comes on and
create something.
Has to do it all himself. Hope so. Oh, straight up to the keeper's arms. And really good claim from the goalkeeper.
Very good claim. Very good claim.
Really good claim. Now he's pretending to be injured as well.
Yeah, slowing it down. How do you feel Andrew will feel going into the game?
I think he'll feel that we can
half?
be. I think he'll feel like we can be a bit more intense. But maybe they're a bit tired, but like a bit more.
Do you think we're missing creativity at the moment? Or
yeah, maybe. But
technicality?
I think he would have kind of feared we'd be a bit open if he played them both. But now that we're losing, I think
he's got no option.
Relatively. Oh, Bentancur. No. Watkins has tried to win a foul on the edge.
Lovely,
Ref's done well.
lovely.
Sarr finds it out to Kulusevski.
Bit behind him, but it's all right. Kulu's got the minerals.
It's 2 of the slowest players on the pitch against each other here. Decky against Tielemans. And Decky has outpaced him down the right.
Lovely. A bit more zip on it. A bit more zip on it. Oh, what's he done there? Wow.
It's good stuff from Kulusevski. And Porro keeps it in after Villa cleared it.
That was lazy from the Villa player. He was able to pitch the ball off him. Okay, see what we can do. I would just like to see Udogie overlap a little bit more, just to mix it up, because that pass there should have been there for him.
I think Kulusevski was trying to find Udogie overlapping though. It didn't happen. Oh, Romero just jumped in a bit there, and the ref playing advantage.
Dear oh dear, you know you might pull that one back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Anyway, Villa now. They'll be very, very happy with how this game has gone.
Easy.
And Onana has just turned away from Sarr far too easily and breaking. Oh, and Bentancur.
Oh, no.
And the ref didn't
Oh,
get the ball.
jeez.
I don't know why. I thought the ref thought he got the ball, but it's definitely a yellow card, this.
He's got to be careful, Bentancur.
This is a mad tackle, I have to say.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
No, he doesn't get anywhere near the ball.
Jeez, and the VAR can't get involved, can they? Because
It's not a red.
No, yeah. It's only like I'm saying for yellow cards and stuff. If it's not given, they can't get involved for that.
Tell you what, Smith's saying he's not going to book him for that.
Whew, lucky, very lucky. Benny's got to be very careful.
Well, another, but almost as bad. Another good opportunity for Villa to get the ball in the box. I'm slightly nervous that Villa might do to us something similar to what we did to them at Villa Park last season. This really works for them. Just 1-0, hit us on the break. And just they're so tight and narrow. It's right into Emery's playbook, this, I'm afraid. And here we go. They've got it out to Cash. He's going to get an easy cross in, I think, on his left foot. No, he doesn't. Chooses to go to Tielemans, and he tries to find the ball to Cash.
Lovely, good composure.
Well. And now Spurs. Oh, he's tried the big, long ball. Unfortunately, Decky, and wasn't on. Martinez just whacks it down the middle. Romero does well in the air, and Sarr picks it up.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, let's go. Pick it up. We need the energy now.
Sarr finds Udogie. I just feel like Villa are always in quite a comfortable position defensively. Spurs are going to have to find a way to do something magic. Sonny now cutting across. He's looking to get into his favourite position, but it doesn't come off. Sarr plays it out to Kulusevski. He's in quite a fluid position, moving left and right all the time at the moment. Out to Sarr on the edge. He shapes to shoot.
Poor
bad
pass.
return ball from Son.
Sonny.
And Bentancur was important there, but Villa quickly on the break, and Watkins is in behind. Dragishin's with him, but he'll have the pace of him on the outside if he wants it. Doesn't, comes inside. They try and play it back to him, and a good block from, I think, Udogie.
Well done. Good composure as well.
Porro does well to find Johnson, who's not really been in this game, and he's got a chance to drive now. He's quite tired at the moment, I think, Johnson in general, so he's not going up to full pace.
Played a lot of games, hasn't he?
Plays it lovely into Solanke, who can't quite take it on the half turn. He nearly did. He tried.
Just on that swivel, and then you just want a shot to follow it. Hopefully we can do a bit more of that, getting Johnson on the ball, finding his teammate, creating chances like that.
Yeah, Alan Smith just saying, and I completely agree, Spurs are top. Oh, brilliant. We've won the ball up high, though, there. Porro. Bad ball into
another poor pass.
Spurs are really good at catching teams on the break, but Villa just brilliantly structured so that they can't. And now Villa are possibly going to be in here. Yeah, Watkins in on the left.
Yep, that's how you take it.
And he misses.
Wow.
Huge chance for Watkins.
He does everything right, gets the ball out of his feet, and gets his shot off as well. But unfortunate for us, I'll say, he scuffs his lines.
Should score, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's
scuffs his
12
lines.
yards out on his left foot, goes for the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, should be putting it in the net.
Very lucky boys, Spurs. And they're going to have to be big changes at half-time, I think, because we look fucking knackered.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sonny into Sarr. Sonny looks very rusty, I have to say.
Yeah, he does. Void of ideas at the moment. Out there on the left, he's not really effective at all in terms of attacking play.
Yeah, Spurs are a little bit one-note, as we were against Arsenal, as we weren't even as good as that against Palace. Anyway, Sonny now on the left. Can he get to the byline? It's standing at the moment. John McGinn fronting him up. Comes to Udogie. Villa happily on their 18-yard box. Bentancur has another shot, and it's over the bar again.
Yeah, we're just reduced to shots outside the box. I know lots of fans are calling for more shots out the box, but he's got less chance of scoring further out.
He has, but what I don't mind about it, I wish he'd keep them down because it could get a deflection, it could bounce off the keeper, Solanke will sniff it out. But the reason why we're having to have shots out the box is because Villa defending so well. Really poor finish from Ollie Watkins. Very surprised. And I'm kind of surprised that Romero so easily let him get on his left foot there. I guess he didn't want him on his right foot, but...
And maybe that's why that shot was so weak.
Yeah. Anyway, Martinez with the goal kick.
Makes
7
sense.
shots each, none on target from Spurs, 1 from Villa, which of course was the goal. And that is kind of the game. It feels very similar to the Arsenal game to me, this one. Very tight, teams very similar.
Come on, keep fighting. Don't give up. Just keep pressing. You might not get the first one, but you may get the second one. Keep pushing. Force them into an error. Stand them up. Don't. There we go. Is it our throw? It's a free kick.
No,
Okay.
He's bottled giving the free kick, so he just giving a throw instead. Alan Smith talking about how important this game could be for James Maddison. It's a perfect game for him to come onto. Well, I think the important thing is not to be 2-0 down at half-time at this point, because Villa look the most likely to score, to say the least.
Yeah, correct. Do you think he will make any changes at half-time?
I think he will. I just want to say this because I've seen it. Dominic Heffernan has said this. How many times are we going to concede the same goal from corners? Every amateur team knows, Romero does well, not to let someone mark your keeper from corners. We're the only team that can't grasp it. But that wasn't the goal we conceded from the corner. It was from a near-post flick. So that's not what happened. That was last season where we conceded that goal. I agree. I think we should have a man on the keeper at the corners, but actually Vicario made a great save there from his own man. He couldn't have done any better.
Yeah.
So, like, just, you know. And just at the last minute of the half now. Very, very comfortable.
Spurs playing out from the back here.
Yeah, and he's putting Dragusin in. Lots of pressure, and now it's a throw into Villa. And I'll tell you what, Spurs fans are restless, to say the least. It's only found 1 minute added time, and Matty Cash is going to put in the long corner, the long throw-in, sorry. We will get into the comments more at half-time, of course. Tottenham 0, Aston Villa 1. Matty Cash about to throw in a long one. Need to stop the flick. Oh, it is a long one as well. Vicario comes all the way for it and does well. Now, is there something for him? Is there something quick for him?
Slows it down.
Blocks it out. And he comes to Udogie, and someone needs to get near him to give him an option. He drives 5 yards, 10 yards. Udogie, bad pass into Onana. Yeah, Onana has played well.
Spurs trying to win the ball back. Players pressing high. Villa got the ball. They're just trying to see out the game now.
Well done, Pape Matsar. And it was a foul on him, but can Deki put Sonny in? No, it's Solanke on the left. Needs to open
Out
up.
your feet.
And he tries to get on his right foot, and his shot is blocked, and the clearance goes to Villa, and that is half-time. And there are some boos. And I don't think it's a game that deserves boos, but what I would say is that Villa have tactically done a number on Spurs at the moment, looking very comfortable. I just want to write down that chance for Solanke. What did you make from what you saw that half, Ash?
I think Unai Emery's got it right at the moment. I think he's done well to, off the ball, set the team up very rigid defensively, very compact and narrow, in my opinion. And Spurs are finding it very hard to break it down when we're in possession. And that's no stranger. It's not a stranger to Spurs fans. We're accustomed to seeing that happen quite a few times, to be fair, throughout the season. What do you think about those boos at the end there? Because for me, I think that's a little bit unrealistic. Villa are, it's hard to say, but Villa are a better side than we are at the moment. Like, not just in this game. They're in the Champions League. I'm glad you said it.
They're top 4 or 5th or something in the league. And they're further down in terms of the project. They've got the players that the manager wants fully. And they're a big physical side, and they're hard to beat. Listen, Spurs, what happened there today so far, they've struggled to break down a team who defensively have played like a smaller club in a way, like a narrow, and this isn't any shade. They know that if they keep a clean sheet, they'll win this game. They will have known that from the start.
I think they're playing like the away team, and they're showing a bit of respect, some might say. And some might say also that's this clever play from the manager.
It was no shade. You know what you're going to get from Villa. Like, they're resilient, tough, and they play narrow, and they don't give many chances away. Yeah,
but when they were on the ball, I thought they did look good.
Really good,
They were comfortable in possession.
Yeah.
And 7 shots we had, 7 shots they had. So you got to give credit where credit's due. Do you know what I mean? Spurs obviously frustrating us because we concede again. From a set piece, I think that's the big talking point that you really want to get into. Because a lot of people in the comments are blaming Vicario, and you're saying you're not sure for what. Is it the fact that maybe he didn't command his box a bit better? I don't know.
Because it's a chipped ball to the near post flick on it. You can't. No keeper will ever come for that ball.
Of course not. And this is what I'm trying to logically think. Why is the critique coming for Vicario? Maybe the people in the comments can let me know.
Well, I think it's because a lot of them will be listening, whilst watching, they'll be listening to the commentary on the football, and pundits and co-coms and comms still think that Spurs are terrible at defending set pieces. What I would say is we have been historically under Ange, but this season it's been a lot better. Before that goal, we'd only conceded one. What I would say about that goal from the set piece, it's the man at the front post, I think it's Pedro Porro, who's trying to win the header and it's just nicked off the top of his head. Impossible to defend. That's and Vicario makes a great save. And then all you can say is, I guess, is there the possibility that if Ange has a man marking the guy who's standing on Vicario from that save, would he potentially have been able to hack it clear, whereas the Villa player was completely free?
I would need to see it again, but like we often talk about things in real time. A lot can happen. A player can lose their marker. Do you know what I mean? And off the near post chance, players would either switch off or maybe react or not react in that position. And unfortunately for us, Rodgers was the first to react. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
and he
was
knocked it in.
completely on his own. He was completely on his own. So maybe that's what some of the people are saying.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Maybe is it the movement that he's lost him as that near flicks happened. Yes. That's when he's moved off, and then he's the first to pounce on it. But yeah, it looks by what you just said. Yeah, he looks like he's by his own. Who's meant to be marking him? Yeah, and maybe that's where the frustration comes from, the set piece. As opposed to blaming Vicario, because as fans we want someone to blame, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so maybe it's one of the defenders when we have another look at it, who should be getting blamed for that.
Aaron Totspur says, how is he going to be able to come out for a corner at the near post? It's not himself. Someone should be marking Rodgers. Okay, let's just go through the match action from that half in the first place. After 3 minutes, Ollie Watkins, I would say, should have probably put Aston Villa ahead then. Luca Digne was in down the left, and one of the big issues I have with Spurs at the moment is that they seem to actively refuse to stop crosses at source. He puts in a great cross in between the back four and the keeper. And Ollie Watkins gets ahead of Dragusin. And what I can only say is that Dragusin put him under enough pressure. He was slightly behind him, but he kind of got a little bit of his shirt, put a little bit on him. And I think Watkins should have thrown his head at it, but kind of goes to put it in with a little side foot and doesn't get anything on it. Porro then has a volley over the bar from very tight angle after 5 minutes. Wouldn't really expect much there. And then Solanke had a half-decent chance over the bar from a Porro free kick in swinging. And it felt like just maybe the ball curled a little bit much and was a bit behind Solanke. So he's trying to get... what he needs to get there is like a tiny touch. He gets too much on it and it goes over the bar. 15 minutes, I'd made a note there that Villa had started really well. And that's right, isn't it? Basically, especially in that first 15 minutes, maybe in the last 10 minutes as well of the half, they looked in control of the game. Yeah,
they pretty much did. And that's why I said before, they looked comfortable in possession. Yeah. But then off the ball as well, they were quite resolute. They were compact, and we found problems breaking them down. My thing is, there's different patterns of play that you want to kind of impose on the team. And we've been struggling against the low block. But I would like to see players rotating positions a little bit more, where you see a doggy go on the outside and then sometimes go on the inside. A lot of the time I'm seeing the doggy, and it's not just him, the players would stand up top, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we're against, 4 or 5 of their defenders, but they're standing in the line. When you're playing, you need to create angles and run off the fullback, run off the centre back. Someone comes short, someone go long, but you can't stand in a straight line. You need to create an angle so that the pass is on. There was times when I saw us on the counter-attack, and I'm like, the players need to not run in a straight line, but they need to, players off the ball, they need to run off an angle so that pass is on quicker. And sometimes we don't see that pass because we don't see the player in space. If you don't see the player in space, then the ball's not going to come to you.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do as a player. Lose your marker. Can you dink one way and then go the other? We saw that really well with Kulusevski at the City game on midweek, where he darts one way, goes the other, gets the ball, feeds it to Johnson. Johnson then does a little back flick. We go down the line, and then we end up scoring the goal.
I've just seen replays there of the corner of the goal. So what happens is it is Rodgers who is the man unmarked on Vicario, and I think Vicario pretty much does everything right, which is he gets kind of ball side of him, kind of pushes him out of the way, gets ball side of him. That's why he's able to make the important save from the Porro back flick. But then where I would agree with anyone in the comments is if you're saying if Destiny Udogie is marking goal side of that player and keeping him away from Vicario, then yes, he wouldn't then be able to put it into an empty net, probably. It's more likely that Udogie would be able to clear it. In fact, if you look at it, Udogie is in a weird position where he's marking the back post, but he's not standing on the back post, but he's just marking, but there's no one around him. There's no Villa player around him. So there's no reason for me, other than the set piece coach literally saying to him, don't stand on the keeper. So
I think what Spurs do is a mixture of zonal and man marking. And maybe he was marking the zone. Like
no,
he was
I'm sure. But that's where I think, and this is an argument that's been coming up a lot since the Palace game, which is where players need to make decisions for themselves
100%,
on the pitch.
100%.
If he's like, okay, well, Rodgers is, on the keeper, and we've suffered from this a lot of times, and maybe I don't stick to my zone. I make a 4-yard walk here. And that would help, but look, I'm not across like the data analytics and stuff like that, like all the nerds in the coaching team are.
Yeah.
So there must be some kind of reason for it. Anyway.
I just wanted to bring back another point in terms of when we're in possession, because I think I said it before. When Sar's on the ball, I think sometimes we can move the ball a bit quicker, but he takes touches on the ball, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Rather than switching it out, and I feel like if Maddison's in there, then I don't know if Maddison would carry the ball. He might just fire a ball, if that makes sense, into one of our forward players a bit earlier, and then maybe we create chances a bit sooner. I don't know. What do you think about maybe taking Sarr off?
Yeah,
or,
so look,
or keeping or Bentancur?
Do you know what? I'm just going to be completely honest. I think it's a really fine line at this point. I think there's a chance if he brings Sarr off and Maddison that we might concede quite quickly.
Yes, that's true.
I think Sarr is putting in a lot of work.
He is.
And what maybe Ange might think, he might not. Look, I think it makes sense that we're all kind of thinking bring Maddison on because they're playing deep block and we be able to make a few more chances, and it might be that. But Ange might think it's better to try and stay in the game and hope for like a deflected goal or a set-piece goal or a bit of magic to break them down, and then hope that Villa, if that happened, you'd hope that Villa might lose a bit of momentum and sit back a bit more or drop some intensity. So the problem is if we concede the next goal, I think it's done. I think it's really 100%.
Done. So you're saying you wouldn't make any changes at halftime then? And you'd wait.
People in the comments are saying more about maybe bringing on Werner for someone. I'd be tempted to try and get some more pace down the width.
So what, take Son off? Is that what we're saying?
Well, someone said maybe take Johnson off and put Son to the right, but Sonny, I have to say, Sonny.
His touch has been very baggy today.
Incredibly rusty.
Yeah, very baggy.
But is there anyone else you want if a chance comes cutting in off the left? There isn't.
No.
But there's what I'd say about Son is most of his goals that get scored for Spurs when we've got space in behind on the transition, and there's none.
What about hooking off Johnson, because he hasn't really been in the game?
No, he looks tired.
And maybe sticking Kulu out on the right.
Yeah.
Going old school.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bring Madders in.
And bring Madders in that way.
Yeah.
Because at least I'm not saying that Kulu's married to the right. What I'm saying actually is Kulu can drop into that half space still. He can still operate wide, but then sometimes he can be in the pocket too. And he can still have that relationship. You still get the physicality and you still get an out ball.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so I think him as a right-sided midfielder more than a right winger, it could possibly work. And then...
So Yori has sent a super chat. Thanks, Yori, mate, and hopefully we'll speak to you later. He says, attacking teams need to be levels above pragmatic teams in performance to win. The levels are too close now, so pragmatism wins.
I agree.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, spot
hard
on.
agree. And,
spot on.
But I think, look, obviously, I'm hypothesising about what Unai Emery might say, but I think a lot of managers will say before games against Spurs, they'll say, if you keep a clean sheet today, you win.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not me slagging off the fact that we can see goals. It's just more like, if you can stop them from breaking you down, then not only will you likely get a goal, but also they will struggle and lose their heads a little bit. And what we've suffered from time and time again in matches like this, I can think of the Arsenal games, I can think about Palace game especially, is when adversity hits, we don't have the key to the lock. And this is an opportunity now, I think, for Spurs to maybe show something a bit different and be like, actually, we're learning from these difficult situations. They said after the Palace game, we need to learn from it. Well, here's your opportunity. Find a way.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I really fear that I think Villa are doing it all perfectly, and I really fear the next goal if they score it, that this could turn out to be like their 4-0 against us rather than the one we did against them last season.
I think you mentioned it earlier. And it was a fact of Spurs playing quite a few of our players in that midweek game and playing a stronger team.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my head, what do we prioritise, the league or the cups? Because a lot of fans put pressure on the club to play the stronger team. And I thought, actually, that might have a repercussion against Villa, where Villa, obviously, they got knocked out
Yeah, and they played a weaker side.
They played a weaker side, and now all of a sudden, you know, they've got the rub of the green at the moment. I wouldn't say they're miles ahead of us, and I wouldn't say, but I'm just saying, like Johnson, like you said, is looking a bit leggy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Obviously, Son didn't play; he's fresh, but because he hasn't been playing, he's lost a bit of a rhythm.
Well, Werner went off. I thought injured in the week anyway.
Exactly.
But that was obviously fatigue as well. Let me just go through some of the other things that happened because I think I only got to 15 minutes. Bentancur had a long shot high and wide in the 17th minute, and then another one that was really close actually, just over the bar. From about 22 yards, he tries to whip it to the top left. I think you rightly said that Martinez would have had it covered, but that was on 21 minutes. And we're not really cutting them open at all. So a few times we got to the byline, cutting it back. But long shots might be an option, to be honest. One of those situations where he got to the byline. Johnson in the 25th minute got to the byline, decent cutback, but Martinez did well. And then Villa kind of stepped it up a little bit around the 29th minute. Ramsey had a shot deflected over the bar. It was actually a really good block from Radu Dragusin. Then Onana, he had a header that hit the post.
Yes.
A corner was cleared, and then a second ball came in. We didn't stop the cross. Really high ball, had snow on it. Onana got up, headed it down to the bottom left-hand corner as the keeper looks at it. We were lucky it hit the post and then kind of hit Bakari on the way out. And then it was only 1 minute later that they got their goal. Obviously, Morgan Rogers. After that, Sonny made it to the byline. Martinez claimed another cross in the 34th minute. Bentancur should have been booked in the 39th minute for a horror tackle, and he's put in a couple of dangerous tackles. But he wasn't booked. And then, 41st minute, huge chance for Watkins. Got it in on the left-hand side. It was kind of what I'd call classic Harry Kane, really. Took it in the inside left channel, got it out onto his left foot. Whereas Kane would have dispatched it into the bottom right-hand corner, Watkins kind of pulled it well wide. Madders is warming up hard over the break, so that looks like something that could happen. And then Bentancur had another long shot over the bar in the 42nd minute, and Solanke had a good chance, actually, last kick of the first half.
This is what I was waiting for.
Kind of inside left channel, tries to pull it onto his right foot to place it into the far corner, but it was blocked. And that takes us into the second half, guys, and let's just hope that they prove me wrong and that Spurs can really find something out of nothing here. We've had games this season, don't forget Brighton, where we were totally on top in the first half, as Villa, I think, have been on top here, and then it was turned around, and Tottenham need to do the same, but I said it last week, I'm afraid, against Crystal Palace, I'll say it again now. Tottenham need to do something here. They need to show the Spurs fans, they need to show the pundits, they need to show everybody that they can come back from adversity. And this is adversity.
It's just one of those things where if we don't get the result we want, we will be typically that Jekyll and Hyde.
And Spurs don't draw any games. I'm just going to read the super chat. Thank you, Aston Anderson. It says, do you guys see any improvements over time with Ange Ball? The instability in performance looks worse than ever. What do you think?
Hard to say because it's November. Not being funny, we've still got quite a few games. We need to play everyone at least once for me to come out with any otherwise I'm too reactionary.
Look, I think we're playing a very difficult team, a good team here, and so this isn't. I don't think there's a problem with Ange Ball, no, but I think the opposite of last season where, we only had one game a week. Now we've got lots of games, and there are players on this pitch who played a lot of minutes and starting to look leggy.
Listen, it's a great question, and I will come back to it. But that's just my initial response.
Dragusin has tried to dive in a little bit there, and in the end, Villa have just played a little bit of a bad pass out, which has helped us. But,
comfortable in the ball now.
They all are. I have to say, one of the problems I think we're going to face here is that usually we really drop off our press about 60, 65 minutes because of tiredness. It's only going to be worse today. Anyway.
And that's when changes need to be made, no?
Romero has gone down with a scream there, trying to get the player booked. Watkins, I think it was. I don't think there was much in that. And frankly, after the ref didn't book Bentancur for his, I don't think he should book Watkins for this.
Yeah, it's got to keep consistency, doesn't it?
Just a little bit of a high touch and...
on the ankle. But yeah, Romero's a tough boy. He's fine.
I think this is something that Palace did really well, and I think Villa are kind of doing it well as well, both in terms of giving away fouls and going down for fouls, is knowing that if you break up the play against Spurs, you don't allow them to get into their rhythm, we really struggle. And that's been the case today.
I would love to see, I call it third man passes. I'm going to dive into it a bit more on my actual show, and I think that's a nice way to break a low block. But yeah, we move. Let's focus on the game.
Well done, Dom Solanke wins it up high there. Porro tries to play a ball, but it's just blocked. And Porro turns well.
And wins.
He tried to get a free kick, but he didn't.
Wow.
The referee's been brave there, and they tried to play it through to Watkins, but it couldn't. And,
lovely Baromero. Well done. Good defending there.
I wonder if a lot of those boos were at the referee, at half-time, because they're booing again. And Porro tries to play a straight ball.
Oh, does it?
Oh, and the refs called it back.
And the fans are booing.
Why has he brought it back when it's not a head injury?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it's not a head injury, you're right. So you shouldn't be bringing it back. I don't understand that.
Bentancur is another foul there. I don't know why he's pulled up play there. I mean, unfortunately...
And he wasn't involved in, like, it's different if he's interfering with play and you've got to pull it back. There was no reason for him to pull it back.
I think, unfortunately or fortunately here, after that happened, Porro... yeah, there's like 100 fouls on Porro there.
And he's played it. Yeah. That's crazy. Porro feels injustice. Look, shaking his head, dismay.
Dragici now on the left. And the Spurs fans are trying to get back into this now, and maybe that's what we need is
the 12th man. The 12th man.
Yeah, the 12th man, but also just some bad refereeing, getting the fans into it. Udogie out wide to Son. He gets
Crosses
an early
it.
cross.
Bang!
Cross.
Yes!
Oh, Brennan
Yes!
Johnson.
Yes!
An unbelievable cross
Come
from
on,
Son
Brennan.
Heung-min.
Yes! Come on.
Please don't be offside.
No, man. Don't worry, man. Think positive. Think positive, bro. Come on. Think positive, bro. Come on. We needed that from Sonny, our captain, as well. Cross into
Well, that
Johnson.
just shows you don't even need to beat the man, Sonny. Just make yourself a yard.
Yeah.
Beautiful left-footed cross.
He's got the quality.
An unbelievable cross.
Let's have a look now.
You'd like to see that Johnson's looking right across the line here. Don't be too early here, Brennan. Oh, I think he's all right. I think he's going to be all right.
Just by a whisker.
It's a great run. It's a great run, you know.
Listen, this is the response we wanted, you know. Straight after half-time, we've come back. We've created a chance. Great cross, great quality from the Son. And Johnson's there to prove that it's not just a purple patch. I'm happy for him. Back stick, that's what you want.
That is exactly what Ange wants in his goals. And Spurs have won it again while the replays are going on. Comes to Deki Kulusevski trying to get down the sides. Oh, he's touched that. Yeah, it's a corner. And the fans are now in this.
Yes.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on.
Love it.
Spurs have a history of scoring 2 or 3 goals at a time in this stadium once they get the first. Can we make this happen? Let's get a good delivery here. Put some pressure on them.
Oh, I do love a bit of momentum. Let's get it, man. Kulu's crosses are being decent as well. I think he should whip it in.
Glad for Brennan. He hasn't scored in a few games, 2 or 3 games. And that is the run that he is absolutely elite at, that out to in.
Yes.
Here comes the corner. It's straight up to Martinez, and that is so poor.
Someone's got to attack that centre spot right there in the 6-yard box. Just attack it.
Chip it up. He's one of the best keepers in the world at that. Anyway, Kulusevski now putting the press on. Villa got out easily here.
Too easy. Way too easy.
Strange deep position. Come on.
Force them backwards, lads. Keep pressing. That's it. Let's see if we can make a mistake here. That's it. Force him in the middle. That's it. Now eat it. Oh, unlucky.
Villa have done really well. And they've got space in the middle now. Sarr working hard backwards. And Udogie got himself in a great position. And now Son has the ball. And Udogie's making a lovely run outside him. Put him in. There's Udogie.
Better.
Oh, he cuts in. Nice stuff from Udogie.
Make the angle, please.
Solanke has a chance.
Oh, much better. That's what I want to see. Much better. And that's what I mean by creating a little angle, getting a half yard, pulling away from the centre back, getting your first touch under and getting a shot. I love the fact that Udogie made an overlapping run, and that's what I was talking about in that first half. Give that Son the opportunity to find those passes. He's got the quality, and I love how Udogie cut back onto that foot and then spray the pass.
It's a great save. Because it kind of came through a body as well.
Yeah. Spurs again.
Well done, Sonny's won it up high.
Lovely.
Oh, no, he's done the wrong thing.
No, he's got it. Yeah, go on. Carry.
Porro's getting outside him.
Carry. Lovely.
Oh, beautiful cross.
Oh. Much better from Spurs. Much better.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It looked like he lost it some when he was carrying the ball in the middle and there was like a pass on. But he's quickly did a step over, got out of his feet, and then he's found, obviously, Kulu's drived into that attacking third, going towards the box.
Yeah.
Finds Porro doing an overlapping run. And this is looking much better for Spurs.
Yeah. And the keeper is taking so much time now that the fans are getting on his back. So he'll get booked at some point in this half, I would have thought, Martinez, but he'll want it to be a bit later on.
Yeah, they're trying to kill the momentum. That's what it is.
Well, that's well played from Matt Cash. Don't foul him here, Destiny. Don't foul
Stand
him.
them up. Stand them up. Stand them up. Stand them up. Now the next one. Now the next person comes in.
Has to go long. And Spurs, can they win this one? No, but that's going to go off, I would have thought. No, it does well. Dragusin. Good pass from Dragusin into Son. Can he find Decky? No, he loses it, actually. Oh, and Romero just plows through, but it's a foul against Son.
I love Son. Look. That's it, look.
52 minutes gone. Tottenham 1, Villa 1, and the atmosphere is ramped up at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Really behind us now, the fans.
Come on, you Spurs.
Go quick here, Dragusin. Be relentless. That's what Ange wants. Comes out wide to Doggy. Sarr. See, this is what I was talking about a bit with not taking Sarr off straight away.
Yeah.
Can you get the next goal and then maybe...
I totally agree with it.
Romero tries to dink it over the top. It's going to go off for a goal kick. Pleased for Brennan Johnson as well. That'll give him a bit more energy in his legs.
It will. It'll spruce him up now. He's going to want to show for the ball a lot more.
Yeah. I think a few times in the first half, Sonny was trying to get to the byline.
Yeah, he was.
And now he knows he doesn't have to.
Yeah, just create separation from your man and then let the ball do the work. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, lovely turn there, but Romero, beautiful against
Lovely.
Oh, it's a good battle. Watkins has done brilliantly.
But
and that is a horror tackle from... Is it Porro?
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
And he gets the first booking of the game, and it's a good position, this, for Villa.
Mara loses his footing, and Watkins gets the better of him, and then Porro comes flying in late, misses the ball completely, gets his man, and picks up a yellow card off the back of it.
But this is a big opportunity, set piece wise, for Villa, because it's kind of level with the... it's kind of level with the penalty spot on the left-hand side. Tielemans is going to whip it in. Romero and Watkins tussling, and Watkins will be very happy to have just out-muscled Romero in that last bit of play.
Let's see how we can defend. How can we defend?
Torres is in there, who scored in this game last season. Konsa is in there. I'd like to see Dragusin get on at the back post. Oh, it's a good delivery, you know. Oh, it's a big chance on the edge.
Oh, jeez.
Looked like that was going to go into the top corner for John McGinn.
Yeah, McGinn's got a good shot on him.
It's quite far wide in the end.
Yeah, he swerves away. And I was about to say, well done, Spurs, for defending the set piece there.
I know, they got the first hit on. So now he's bringing on Bissouma and Richarlison.
What do you make of that? Ooh, wow.
I'm not sure how he feels about that, Sonny.
Whoa there, buddy. Why? I don't understand that one, Barnaby.
No.
For Richarlison, he likes to play this two up front, doesn't he? I mean, I know Richarlison's going to be playing out wide, but...
I actually think maybe that Ange won't mind having a bit more physicality on the pitch with Richarlison, be defensively for set pieces and stuff.
Let's see if it works.
But also, don't forget, Sonny came back for his first game a few weeks ago and immediately was out for another couple of games. So I think Ange is probably just being a bit careful with him.
I would have waited. I don't know. We were on the front foot. I thought, I don't know if now was the time to take him off. He didn't look like...
Yeah, but also, was it... he took Romero off against Man City, and I think I would have argued the same then, and it worked out.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying, you know...
No, I hear it. I mean...
Rishi does really well with his first touch and gets fouled in behind, but plays on.
Get up, Richie, man. Come on.
But I don't mind Rishi on the left, you know. I don't mind Rishi on the left. It almost takes the pressure off him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he did well when he came on.
Johnson does well there. Oh, he tries to find Decky down the line, but it's blocked well by Digne.
Go on, keep pressing. Go on, go.
Really good press all the way back to the keeper. And then Solanke is blocked off there.
Go on, first touch.
Never give that.
Go on, get your head up.
How's your cross? You can do it again. No, he doesn't. Turns out for Porro. Oh, he wanted to cross it first time, Porro, but it doesn't. It's a poor cross.
Yeah, because he was rushed.
Don't foul him here, Pap. Well done.
Good place, Pap.
Get your body in. Pepe could have been stronger there.
Lovely Bissouma.
Bissouma tries to... Careful left, Romero.
Go on, Bis.
Okay. Man on, Bissouma.
It's all right. Don't worry. He's got it. He's got it. I thought you were in the stadium there.
Doggy finds Rishi, and Doggy is making some good underlapping and overlapping runs here. Rishi's trying to look for him. He's going to have to go back, I think, here, Rishi. Oh, what are you doing? He's actually tried to take on John McGinn, and he's not that kind of player.
Go on, win that ball.
Romero is definitely going to be booked here. That's a horrible tackle.
Come on, what are we doing? What are we playing at?
I think he has to take that tackle, to be honest.
Well, I don't know. He's on a yellow card. He's on a yellow card.
Rogers is a good player.
He is a good player.
He was on our list, I think. They got him from Middlesbrough, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was on the list. Yeah. Was that West Bromwich, I think, before that?
Oh, was he?
Yeah. But I don't know if he was academy boy at City.
Yellow of the season? How can that be?
Wow. Is that what he said?
That's what it said, number 1 on it. Can't be right.
Wow.
Sonny doesn't look happy, but I think we've got 2 more games this week. I didn't want him to come off, but I think it is dangerous.
So you think we're looking towards Galatasaray?
I just think he's looking at looking at the fact that he came back for his first game last time and he was injured straight away again with the same thing.
He's upset.
Yeah,
he's upset.
Sonny's very unhappy about it.
And you know what's funny? When Maddison got taken off, remember everyone was like, "Oh, look at Maddison. Why is he looking so upset for?" But these are human beings. They're gonna be upset, like, do you know?
Maddison's still not on the pitch, is he?
No, still not on the pitch.
Yeah, interesting that. Oh, Romero is limping.
Yeah, his toe.
Wait, so that would be Ben. Has he broken his? Oh no.
Yeah, he feels it.
Romero's broken his toe.
Yeah, look, he's limping.
Problem.
He's limping. Jeez. Oh, that's something we don't need. Is the boot? He's changing his boot. Oh, okay.
He's
Panic over.
His boot.
Panic over. That's all right. Because my head is kind of the mathematical equation, proper head population. I was proper rattled there. I was like, if he comes off, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Well, that's okay.
Very similar. I was saying it in the week. Very similar to the same time last year when we lost, all of our players. They look like they're going to make a change as well. Matty Cash is hobbling a bit, or is it? They usually tend to bring John Duran on about now as well.
Yeah. Rogers.
Is that Rogers?
Yeah.
He's hobbling.
Yeah, Rogers is hobbling after that.
Well, as Amir was saying on the watch along all week, in the week, sorry, there are too many games. Too many games.
Yeah, there are.
Romero's in trouble. He's got to come off.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Looks like it could be a broken toe to me.
Yeah, metatarsal.
That's problems.
Hope it's not metatarsal. Because if it's a metatarsal, you all know about metatarsals, right?
So, as I said at the beginning of this watch-along, the game we lost 2-1 at home to Aston Villa last season, we had Ben Davis and Emerson Royal playing centre-back, and now we have Radu Dragusin and Ben Davis playing centre-back for the rest of this game.
There's so many talking points. So many talking points already. And we still got a good 30 minutes to play of the game, plus stoppage time, because this would be added on. So, Matty Cash comes off.
Polish number 2.
Diego Carlos comes on.
It's like he's already got a bit of strapping on that toe, actually, weirdly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've broken your metatarsal, you know about it.
No, but he's
that
walking
looks like,
on
do you
that.
know when Michael Owen had to come off against Portugal in the semi-final of the quarter-final, sorry, for Euros years ago?
Yeah.
That was... Wayne Rooney. I mean, Wayne Rooney, sorry.
Yeah, no,
So Ben Davis
Rooney.
has come on. This is a problem for Spurs, not only for this game.
That's when we learned about metatarsals.
No, it was Beckham, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Beckham? Actually, yeah, you're right. Beckham was the first guy, original.
So...
Oh, jeez, Van der Ven. Van der Ven's not as serious, though, so...
Anyway. Oh, and okay, so the game has started again. Ben Davis wins a good header there. And Pape Matar working hard. Good lad.
Lovely, lovely.
And you, Dom Solanke. Well done. Push them all the way back.
That's right.
Okay, we're in the 61st minute. A Villa player's gone down again. And now they've kicked it out again. And I think Spurs will find this interesting here because they won't want to give it back to Villa because they feel like Villa are taking the piss a bit. But it looks like Onana's had a bit of a head injury here.
Jeez. What are you saying, dark arts or...?
I think he's just got a bit of a head issue there.
Don't know if they're trying to slow it down a bit. Or if it's a
Good
genuine...
point here from Sleepy Mocker. Saving Son for the Europa League, I would think they wouldn't play him at all in that game for full rest. I'd probably agree. Wait, hold on. So he's holding his head. You can't go down. No, that's not right. That's not right. So he's gone down for a clash of heads, but it was like 10 seconds before.
This is what I'm saying to you, Barnaby. Is it dark arts?
Certainly a bit dark artsy. Now, Brendan Johnson did give the ball back, but the Spurs fans are really livid about it.
I don't blame him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's absolutely fine.
So, where does Maddison come on now, if you think at some point he will come on?
It's hard to say. I mean, do you take the gamble?
Scored, of course. So, it's hard to take him off. Mind you, he took Sonny off after that assist, so he won't care that much. Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Gina gives it away, but a bad first touch from Basuma. My God! Whenever anything is easy, he gets it wrong. He can only play when it's like really difficult for him. Villa in down the left now, and Spurs give away a foul.
He didn't need to do that, Pap.
And I blame Basuma for that. I'm sorry. He stepped in, and it was really easy to just give an easy ball, but his touch was horrible. And now Villa have another really dangerous free kick, similar to the last one on the side of the box.
This is where things could change momentum-wise. They've done well to slow the game down.
They slowed the game down, and Romero's injury slowed the game down as well.
Yeah.
And now they have a chance to whip it in towards the keeper again.
And we've seen this. We as football fans, we've seen things like this turn games before.
Listen, there are reasons why sides are good enough to get into the Champions League and go on runs like they've been on. It's because they know how to...
Game management.
Game management, exactly. Okay, here comes the in-swinger from Tielemans. He doesn't. He lays it back to the edge of the box.
Oh, dear. Deflected and it's goal kick.
So it went to the edge of the box. Dina had the shot, and it actually hits Diego Carlos and goes wide.
Just need to get through this this period and try to get the ball down and play football again.
Agreed.
Just hold on to possession for a little piece. It's not be gun-ho at the moment. Just control the game.
Just looking for a small positive. Now we will have a bit more balance on the left with Ben Davies in terms of an ability to open it out. And I think Dragusin should, and I say should, be more comfortable on the ball on the right-hand side of the two centre-backs.
Yeah.
Sarr finds Rishi out on the left.
What's Rishi going to do?
He's trying to beat John McGinn. Not your game, Rishi. And it could have gone for a corner, but they're going to stop it. And Spurs need to put the press on here. Solanke doing well. Don't let him turn out to the keeper.
Lovely.
Well done. He pass it straight to Richarlison.
Cut back. Oh, there's a cut back for Cooley there on the edge of the box. Did you see him?
And they're asking for a pass.
The cutback was there for him.
Oh, and they've gone long. He's done well there, Martinez, to find Watkins, who's now fronting up Dragusin. Just show him the line, Radu. Radu
Well
does
done.
well.
Well
and
done.
Pedro Porro helps him out. And just get rid of it there, Pedro. Does all right. Wins a throw-in, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw Cooley was through on the edge. I was just thinking if he could do a cut back there.
I wish he could have cut it back.
Yeah.
I think in that position, Rishi needs to just recycle the ball. Personally.
Yeah, I agree. Because when the pass or the cross isn't on, we don't always have to hit it into the danger zone.
Oh, lovely stuff from Porry. Threw it to Basuma, gave it back, and then a lovely crossfield ball on the half volley to Udogie now. He's found Richarlison. Don't take on the man, Rishi. Just either get a cross in or recycle it.
Recycle, please.
He's tried to get the left foot cross in again. I would rather he brought that onto his right foot and whipped it in towards the back post.
I'm sorry, but that just shows a lack of football IQ there.
I agree, yeah.
I know what you're getting with Richarlison. A lot of physicality, a lot of hard working, passion. But in those moments when you need a bit of quality on that left-hand side, I think that's where Spurs are lacking.
Yeah. Dragusin now plays a nice ball out to Johnson on the right. He's one-on-one. Tries to go inside.
I would argue, sorry to cut you, that Son would have done better in those positions.
No,
it's been 3 times in a row.
I agree. I think Son will be frustrated, but I personally think Ange is thinking for the long term. Porro now into Decky, who wants to use his weight to roll Tielemans, and he's done well, comes across the pitch to Pape Matar now. He finds Richarlison, corner of the box. What are you going to do this time, Rishi? No, turns the wrong way and at least gets the ball back to Sarr. He might have a dig here, Pape. Does!
Woo! And that's better when you recycle the ball and you're more patient. That chance comes out of it, and this is what we need. So just be a bit patient, be intelligent, look for your teammate. If you can't beat your man and it's not on,
and also, shots like that might get deflections or anything, so that was better.
Exactly.
Just tries to curl it into the far corner and doesn't get any kind of whip on it, unfortunately, but it wasn't far wide.
And I'm not mad at Sarr for that.
No, I love
at all. Do you know what I mean? And you only get better the more he practices those type of shots.
Oh, Bill have gone down again. See what I mean?
After every attack, they know what to do. After every attack, they know to slow it down, get players off the pitch, rolling around. This time it's Rodgers again. Just take him off, man. I mean, I doubt he'll come off, but
Thing is, we can't be frustrated and complain about it. What we've got to do is learn from it, because this is what the top teams are doing now.
Yeah.
You know, and actually, and I've said it before, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Pochettino's Spurs team did this brilliantly as well.
Yeah.
We were great at this. We were great at the dark arts, taking yellows when we had to take yellows, just making it difficult. It's Rodgers who's down again. He's going to find a lot of added time, isn't he?
What do you think? What do you think Ange needs to do now to kind of turn the tie favourably in our?
I think he's going to be. I think at this point, if he's going to bring Madders on, it would be a straight swap probably for Decky rather than risking having them both on.
Okay.
Unless he were to take Johnson off and put Decky right.
Like I said,
maybe that's a possibility. Well, Rodgers is really limited.
Yeah, he's actually done. He's actually done. So they should be getting a substitute ready.
Let's not forget, Tottenham do not draw many games. Only drawn one game this season. They're going for John Duran, sorry, is coming on. That won't be a straight swap, I doubt, will it? They must be bringing someone else on too.
No, but Rodgers plays a 10.
Right, okay.
So possibly they could revert to a 4-4-2. I wouldn't rule it out.
He's wobbling. Yeah, it looks like a straight swap.
So yeah, it looks like a 4-4-2 they're going to do as opposed to a 4-4-1-1. Was what they did before, I'm assuming. So yeah, they'll play with two up front.
I wonder if this might persuade Ange to be a bit braver with his substitution. You've got to assume that Duran and Watkins are not going to work back quite as well as
yeah,
Rodgers
there will be
does.
space. Yeah, you're right. 100% spot on, Barnaby. Good point there. Good spot.
Rodgers now looking like he didn't want to get taken off, or maybe he's complaining because of his injury. But that Sarr shot happened in the 66th minute, and it's now the 69th minute. So
all over
3
him.
minutes,
Go
basically.
on.
That's it.
Four pass.
So he's got to add that on. Oh, bad ball. Okay, we got away with it. Radisson tried to play the ball, and Johnson was a bit on his heels, I'd say. It wasn't a bad ball. It's more that Johnson was on his heels. But anyway, we've got to throw in on the right with Pedro Porro. Duran is dangerous, very dangerous. He's got the best goals per minute ratio in the Premier League. And he wanted to be a West Ham player.
He did the hammer sign. That was hilarious.
It's a throw into Villa now. We're not great at keeping throws. That's why I loved it when Porro played that beautiful crossfield ball a couple of minutes ago. All right, director, we don't want to see people sitting on the bench. There's really no need. There's no need. Just show me the game. Thank you. Good hold-up play.
Go on. Well done. Well done.
Sarr trying to play.
Yeah, well done.
Now give it easy. Does
Lovely.
Kulusevski in a bit of
Lovely.
space here. Going to give it to Johnson, surely. Does. Oh, puts it behind him a little bit. He's going for a return ball, but just recycle it. Good run from Porro outside him. Johnson just dinks it into the keeper's arms, unfortunately. No pace on that, no nothing. And nobody running across the front either. Yes, fine, they're on the bench. Come on. Come on, Spurs. This would be an amazing one to nick a winner from.
Oh, jeez, that would be a big result if Spurs get this done over the line. Considering the context of the game at the moment.
Ooh, Villa just playing.
Devil. Playing with the devil there.
Chipped it out to Sarr. I knew that. Oh, Sarr tried to play the ball into Solanke, but the Villa player saw it very early, and now Villa are on the transition. Richarlison working hard to get back. McGinn plays a beautiful ball. They're in down the left here.
Stand them up.
Stop the shot. Stop.
Lovely.
And Ramsey pulls it back behind all of his men, and Spurs get away with it as Udogie brings it out. Needs an option.
Create an
Sarr's
angle.
there.
Thank you. Use him. And this is what I mean by creating an angle. Don't run in a straight line.
Yeah.
There we go. Pass it there. There we go. Look, angles.
Basuma
There we
gives it
go.
to Porro now, and the fans loving it as Porro drives forward.
Use the midfielder. Look, get your head up. That's gone now. Too late.
Oh, and he's
Switch.
tried the big old diag, and it's a beauty to Rishi.
Oh, lovely.
It's a
That's
good
what I
touch
want to
from Rishi
see.
as well. Now whip this on. Why is he going on his left every time? Yeah, there we go.
Instead of in the box, we need a Solanke to attack it a bit more.
Once Brennan was not coming in at the back stick. I didn't mind that ball from Richarlison. He cuts it back on his right foot, and Johnson kind of hung out. Yeah, he's just maybe a bit fatigued here, Johnson, because otherwise, why wouldn't he just be busting a gut there? He hasn't got it in the tank. That's why. And now he knows that if he had, he'd have scored.
Yeah.
Such a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it. You're right. He's looking around.
He looks tired, doesn't he?
Yeah. Looking at the bench.
Villa go for the long goal kick this time.
19 minutes
Ben
left.
Davis out jumped and out held from Ollie Watkins, but good position from Udogie. He does really well. Turns to Rishi. Don't lose there. Rishi does well. Gives it to Basuma. Now give an easy ball here, Biss. Yeah, nice. Okay, good. Pape Matasar looks like he's still
Switch
got
it.
energy and plays a big old diag over Digne to Johnson.
What a ball.
Bad first touch, but he keeps it just about. Brings it back to Porro now. There's more space in this game than the first half, that's for sure, as the players are getting tired. Johnson inside to Porro, gives it back to Johnson, comes back again, this time to Basuma, who's going to find Sarr in the middle now. He gives it into Kulusevski, does well to hold it, and keeps it, gives it to Porro and makes him another angle there. Gives it to Brennan Johnson, who didn't play the right ball, but gives to Porro, it's not bad. Tries to find an inside ball to Decky, and Villa have to kick it off for a throw, and good stuff from Spurs.
Better. I do like the rotations. I like Kulusevski pulling off wide as well, mixing things up. Good first touch as well when Sarr played the ball into him to look after it. And it helps our progression up the pitch when you've got players like that. Quality on the ball. In his interview
before the game, Ange said Madders will definitely come on in this game. But at the moment, maybe because of injuries, it's not as definitive as it once was. Comes back down the line. Dragishin has to win a tackle there.
Is Maddison the most creative player?
Him and Kulusevski, I'd say.
I mean, stats-wise, statistically, I don't know if you know.
Not this season, I doubt. I'd see Decky's assists and goals would have been. Have we already made subs in 3 different sections? If we have, we can't bring anyone else on, can we? Is that not what the rule is now?
Oh, is it?
I think the rule is you're only allowed to bring subs on in 3 different times.
Why would they say that?
It's a mad rule, I know. It's supposed to stop time wasting, basically.
Oh, okay.
Sarr finds Rishi, tight space.
Give it back to him.
Gives it back to Sarr.
Switch it. Switch it now. Switch it. No? All right then.
Finds Udogie. The crowd have gone a bit quiet again. They're trying to get something going, but again, Villa, when we had that real momentum, they did well to slow it down. Dragishin now back to Basuma.
Someone's got to come short for it.
Biss going for the big diag as well. Can Udogie get this down? Yes, he can.
Lovely.
Oh, and he tries to go down the line with McGinn.
Get that.
Last season, but McGinn plays a beautiful ball.
Win it.
Oh, and Onana did beautifully.
Lovely.
Well done, Ben
Lovely.
Davis. Wins it back, and now Spurs are on the front foot.
Free ball.
Thought he could have found Rishi there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A good first touch. Chance.
Go on,
chance.
go on. That's what I'm talking about.
The Villa players are calling for offside, but he dinks the keeper
that was a great finish, regardless.
That is onside.
That finish was oh my days! That's what I'm talking about.
If that is onside, it's a special goal.
Oh my days! Listen, the play, it through the middle as well. Could have gone into Richie, doesn't. Decides to come inside, through the middle, little intricate play. Special finish.
Now we're going to see.
Composure.
I hope that man at the back doesn't.
Ben Davies coming in there.
Yeah, Ben Davies starts it. They're going to draw the lines here, though. Please be onside. Be onside. Oh, yes. On to me.
Yes. He's on. He's got to be on. He's got to be on by his boot.
Finish over the best keeper in the world, or one of them.
Now he looks like a striker. There they are. They're going to draw the lines, all right. It's got to be by a boot.
That looks even more on to me there.
Yeah. And he pushed a frame. He pushed it by a frame as well.
That looks even more on.
Yeah. He's got to be on. Because if he's not on, I don't care.
Put there, right?
Yeah. If he's not on, I think we're getting bumped. I'll be real.
Does that mean? What does bumped mean?
We're getting unfairly. Ooh, what's going on here?
Villa.
Goal stand.
Yes!
Has to stand. Come on, bring it up. Give me the 5, at least. Give me the. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Striker's finish as well. So composed. Great ball by Decky.
It's the first chance. It's the first chance he's had for weeks.
That's what you want, composure. And that's what I said at the start. When I first came here, I said to you, I need to see Solanke in those positions. I don't want to see him too much in midfield. I want my striker to be in the box, putting things, finishing the chances off.
15 minutes to go now,
Come on, Spurs.
Come on.
Just control the game now, please. Control the game. I need to see some control. If not, I know Ange wants to get another goal. That's how we relieve the pressure off. I get it. But I just want to see some control here. Do you know what I mean? I'll be furious if they get back into it. So.
Oh, well played from Luca Dean there.
Go on.
Udogie tries to step in there, and he shouldn't have, I don't think. Udogie has put Spurs in trouble here. Ollie Watkins now driving. Great stuff from Watkins. But Basuma gets an important touch in. Chance for a shot on the outside edge of the box. McGinn first, then
Stand him up. Stand him up. Stand him up.
In the way.
Stand him up. Stand him up.
Oh, Villa doing well in some tight space.
Push him backwards. Push him backwards.
Got bodies behind. Now stop the cross here, Brennan. Stop the cross here. Porro then.
Play to the whistle, please.
Tielemans now. Is he going to have a dig? No, he dinks it to the far stick. Richie
could have headed that.
Oh, Doggy
I thought he
gets
should
in
have
the way of
jumped.
the keeper. Villa putting some real pressure on Spurs here. Get out to the crosser.
Come on,
Johnson
Spurs.
on the left looks knackered.
Too easy.
Big shot from Anana, miles
that
from
was-
Concert. No, Anana over the bar.
Jeez, this has got to sustain a bit of pressure now, and this is what I mean by control. As soon as I said it, they go on a chance. The Doggy misses it. They get in behind.
What a ball from Kulusevski. He is becoming a special footballer.
Yeah, he is. Great assist, and I'm really happy for Dom. He needed that because there's been a couple of games where he hadn't scored a goal, and there were question marks being asked of him. And guess what he did? He turned up. My guy.
Dragishi now out to Ben Davis. Not the centre-back pairing anyone thought would be playing in this game, but that's why Ben Davis is such a great pro. He does not complain, and he started that goal. He stepped in. Oh, Porro with such a dangerous ball to Davis there, but it worked.
Hearts and mouth moments.
Yeah, it really was. Sarr tries to dink it over the top. It's going to be too much on that, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Goes all the way through to
But good
Martinez.
idea, though.
And the fans are now in this
At
game.
least he's got his head up and he's looking. Do you know what I
I think
mean?
if he's not making subs here, then or a sub, I think it's because he can't.
Right, okay.
Let me know in the comments if that's right.
Eat that.
Oh, Basuma stepped in nicely there, but goes back to...
Go. And again.
We're
go,
in now.
Go,
Sarr.
go.
Wait
Make the
for
run.
Rishi on the
Make
left.
the run.
Wait
Make
for
the
Rishi
run.
on the left. Chance
Shots.
for Rishi.
Shoot for... Oh,
To the left of Sarr!
Yes!
Charlotte did the right thing!
He's done it again. It's over. It's done.
Not over.
It's done.
But that is a moment for
Brother.
Dom Solanke. And I'll tell you this, there was a girl on Twitter earlier who said if Solanke scores a hat-trick, she will get Big Dom tattooed on her butt. and Richarlison's crying because he did the right thing, I
He
swear.
did the right thing. He did. I thought, put your foot through it. No, don't do that. You cut it back. And he scored. Did he hurt himself? Is that why they're all around him? Because he looked like he ran into the board.
Sarr started it in midfield.
Brilliant.
He's had a great game.
Good decision to keep him on. Phew.
And I was thinking there's no way Richarlison's not going to try and hit this in the far corner with his left foot. He was setting down the left-hand side in the inside channel, and he cut it back to Dom Solanke.
Unselfishly as well.
Yeah, Villa gave it away. Sarr picked it up. Good stuff. And he waits for the run from Richarlison. It's a good run. Finds him, and what a cutback that is. Good lad, Rishi. And what's he upset about?
Brilliant.
3-1 Spurs.
Brilliant. I'm buzzing, man. I'm so happy for the whole team. I'm happy for the players individually. Happy for the fans. This is a massive game. One we could easily have lost.
I think Rishi may have pulled his hamstring, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's grabbing his hamstring.
Oh, is that why he was...
Just after he played the pass. I hope it's cramp.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Rishi is down.
Oh, no. It's going to be more added time. It's going to
How
be
many fucking injuries in this game?
Jeez. McGinn's coming off. And it looks like they're bringing on...
It's Leon Bailey.
Yardman. The Yardman is on. Hey, interesting. And Philingine as well.
Who's that for?
Tielemans. They've changed their shape.
Cameron as well.
Oh, wow, yeah. They've changed it completely.
Cameron for Ramsey. 10 minutes, but there'll be loads of added time. So Spurs need to play this smart.
They're going for...
I think they can't make a sub. I don't know why the commentator hasn't said it. Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know the rules. I hope I don't know the rules. Because otherwise we're down to 10.
If not, you think Werner comes on?
But you would think if an injury happens, that should mean he did the right thing, but by passing, he's done his hammy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
How many injuries does this kid get?
Is that a real issue for us then with Richarlison? Like, is he too injury prone?
Yes.
Is he? Do we have to cut our ties?
Okay, I was completely wrong. So he's bringing on Madders and
Archie Gray. Wow, he's trusting the. Hey, okay. Wow. Well. Narratives are broken. Archie Gray is starting. Well, not starting. He's coming on. He can't believe it. He's upset. He's devastated.
Of course he is.
He's devastated.
Who else is coming
So
up?
Maddison on the wing.
Is Porro coming off?
Because that's what I was going to say. Paul Maddison up with Doggy. So he's using him as left back.
Your Doggy's, I guess, tired.
He's making Archie Gray left back again.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think do you think Archie Gray is going to be a fullback for Spurs, or do you think eventually you'll go into midfield?
I think he might be like the next Steve Perryman, where he plays for Spurs for 15, 20 years, gets 800 caps, but he plays in every position. I love how brave he is on the ball. That second half the other night was so impressive because he's been absolutely rinsed time and time again first half. But he learned from it. And he put in a great performance. Well done. Good press there from Deki Kulusevski, a.k.a. The Machine, a.k.a. the best player in the Premier League this season.
Oh, wow. Steady on. Whoa.
Just going for it.
Do your thing.
Come at me, whatever.
I love it. I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. Come on, man. I'm just happy that we're winning.
In there.
Well done. I think he's gone for more.
Zuma gave it's a handball in midfield there. And Sarr now is looking hobbling.
Jeez.
So where's Madders at the moment?
He's got to be wing.
AMC.
He's got to be wing, innit? No,
he's just fluid.
He's floating.
Decky's gone out to the left.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Nice ball there, Brennan just chasing.
Unlucky.
But this is what I want. I want us to just stay on the ball.
Yeah.
Knock it around. Make them come at us, and then there'll be eons of space.
I thought you would have switched Johnson onto the left and put Kulu on the right, because I just feel like Kulu on the left, I don't know why, it doesn't look the same.
Well, Karabo Maffa says Kulu on the left because Johnson can only run in a straight line.
All right, there you go.
Correct. Too much space here for Luca Dina, who finds a lot of room out here to Jaden Philogene, the new sub.
Philogene, can he hold him up?
Hull City, didn't he? And
yeah, he did.
We were rumoured to be interested in him. Good block from Radu Dragusin, sorry.
Common Spurs. I thought it was on his touch.
Brennan, you need to help now. Come on. Oh, lovely ball. They're in down the right. Really great ball. Stand him up. Away this. Oh, and Archie's been done. Stands up. Does well. And it comes into Vicario's head.
Well done.
And
Tell him to calm it down.
Screaming at Archie. He loves to have a go at a young kid. He loves to have a go at a kid.
He said, bro, it's time to grow up. No passengers here. We can't afford it because this game's so important. He's trying to slow it down. I like it. We've got 6 minutes left.
Yeah, take your yellow at some point.
Yeah. Do what they did. Play them at their own game. How much added time do you think they'll be added on?
8.
Yeah.
Solanke, beautiful. Unfortunately, the ball comes through to me, dummies it, beats a man just with the dummy, but Pau Torres was covering in behind.
You say the hat trick is on.
Could be, but I just.
Yeah. Sorry. I know you meant nervous.
Johnson is on his haunches. And I just need Johnson to.
I'm enjoying this game, no matter what happens. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I know you are like, no, Ash, don't do that. No.
He's working well here, Johnson. Good lad.
Well done.
Ball, actually. Let's just get Madders on the ball, slow it down a bit.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to see. Control. Slow it down a bit, slow them down, stop the momentum.
3 unanswered goals in the second half so far. Good stuff, Madders, putting the pressure on. No, it was a foul. It was a foul. Yeah,
jeez. It's all right, it slows them down. It slows them down.
He's coming on,
yeah, it's good. Because I don't like the narrative that he doesn't like to put a foot in. He does.
Yeah. Johnson, whenever there's a chance, he's on his knees. Not on literally, but it's kind of crouching down. But not Pape Matsar, who's just got so much energy.
Actual engine, nicknames.
Now they're going for the straight one over the top. Let this through to the keeper.
All day.
Yeah, and
take your time.
Jump on it, mate. Yeah, well done. How many times this season we had keepers against us doing this stuff? Jason Green with a super chat. Thank you. It's a bit early to say it, Jason, but I appreciate it. He says, really proud of this team today. Fantastic coys. Listen, if we get this over the line, all the fantastics.
All the fantastics.
Post-match reaction show and fan show. Dragusin goes for the long one over the top. Torres deals with it quite easily. And then Madders dives in a little bit here. Didn't need to.
It's back in position now.
Yeah.
We've got our shape back.
Decky, go and help Archie Gray here, Decky, because it's Leon Bailey. He's going to do him on the outside.
He's got to learn, though.
Archie Gray did well. That's a corner.
He's got to learn. Those things there, he's got to... This is where you learn on the job, mate.
And Postecoglou chant is going. And Villa now with a corner.
Set piece.
Let's see if they'll put it on Vicario's head again. I'm sure they will.
And Nana getting inside the box, trying to cause problems. Duran, hands on his hips. It's a big Dom in there.
They're going with the left-footed Digne in-swinger again. Come on, boys. Be strong here. Come on. Maddison on Duran doesn't fill me with a lot of joy.
Yeah, me neither.
And now the ref's getting involved yet again, as I think Dragusin's trying to help his keeper out, basically.
Who's Archie Gray on?
He's in that exact spot I said to you before.
Yeah.
He's in the Udogi spot.
So I think it is zonal then.
Yeah. Dragossi.
It was zonal. It was zonal because he's not marking anyone.
Kamara's the one on the keeper.
Yeah.
But I think they're looking to get ahead. Anyway, here it comes.
Yeah, why is Kamara free? That
Doesn't beat the first man.
Poor corner from their perspective.
Thank you. Poor corner. Good.
Well done. Well done. Well
Thank
done.
you, Page Level, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Trying to get it up on the screen, but it's not letting me for some reason. But thank you very much. And now a lot of space out wide for Villa.
Lovely.
A bad ball and a chance for Spurs to just take their time over.
Slow it down. Throw it down the line. Don't waste his throw, please.
Unai Emery getting behind his team, trying to motivate them. It is his birthday today.
Is it?
Yes.
A lot of birthdays
Something
flying
like
around.
56.
Jeez. It was your birthday the other day as well,
It was.
Happy belated.
Yeah,
Happy
appreciate
belated,
that,
man.
mate.
Yeah, that's good. It's cool. Yeah, quite a few.
Down the line, but Villa. Oh, and Basuma. Oh my God. Basuma just thought he was letting the ball go off, and it wasn't anywhere near going off. And now Villa have got the ball again, and he just loses concentration. I love him as a player. I think he's such a talent. But if you don't have full concentration, anyway, Villa have the ball now, just knocking it about a little bit. Madder's working hard, but it comes out wide. Digne, he's going to get a cross in. It's a good block from Pedro Porro.
Well done.
Brennan Johnson, was it?
Yeah, I think it was actually. Yeah, it was
From
Brennan.
afar, a lot of them
it
have
was
the
Brennan.
same coloured hair, and it makes it difficult for me to work out who's who. Okay, Digne now. He's going to try a bit of a long throw as well. 88 to win to the 89th minute. Come on, Spurs, stay strong. Long throw goes in, cleared by Pape Matsar, who's been everywhere
Excellent.
and is on my
Excellent.
list for player of the match, you know.
Yeah.
Pau Torres now trying a good ball in, actually, into the box. Duran holds it up, I think it was. Comes out wide. They're looking to get a cross in here, Villa. Philogene lays it back to Dean. He will get the cross in. Comes to the back stick. It's a good ball. It comes all the way across to the back post now. Chance. Bailey with a shot. Spurs need to get it away and do. Dom Solanke challenged for it. Carlos gets it out wide to Villa as well. Spurs are now the ones in the narrow, deep block. As Villa were a lot in the first half.
How things have changed, eh?
Solanke still working his nuts off. Brennan Johnson not quite so much. As they play the ball over the top, in behind Porro. And Porro does well, gets it off for a corner.
I thought I was going to kick it out for a throw. But yeah,
Now
does well.
Porro says he's injured. Oh, he's just he got the ball in a difficult spot. Okay, we're into the 90th minute now. I expect there to be 8 minutes added, and if there's anything less, I would be ecstatic. Please find like a nice little 6 for me, a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the corner. Looks like it's going to be an outswinger this time from Digne. Come on, Spurs. There's a bit of a lull in the stadium. Everyone's scared, just like me. It's a good and very good
foul.
from. I think is it Dragoshin. It's Dragoshin who very professionally just goes down in the box. No, it's 10 minutes added.
Wow, is that what they're doing to us?
10 minutes added.
Jeez, this is how we got picked up the injuries as well, because we were playing an extra 10 minutes of football. And that's why they tried to cut down on it, but...
Yeah, Villa's time wasting has come back to help them now. But also, it's a lot of injuries, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a lot of injuries, to be fair.
10 is a lot.
I thought you had it spot on with 8, but 10, yeah, 10's...
Sam, could you fill this up for me? Yeah. Thanks, mate.
A lot can happen.
Don't forget, guys, there will be an instant match reaction after this show and then the post-match fan show. If you want to call in and speak to us, the link will be in the chat. And 10 minutes still to go. And I just want Spurs to try and play a bit of football, if anything.
Yeah. Take this thing out of the game and just frustrate them a little bit.
Ben, you can go down the line if you want here. I don't mind. Finds Gray, who... Yeah, unfortunately, it goes out for a throw into Villa, just put under pressure here. Spurs trying to find gaps by breaking the lines. Villa on the front foot. Stand up.
Clear, big clearance.
Ben Davis, man on. And
Lovely.
Ben Davis clears it well. Thank you, mate.
Working ultra hard.
Comes out to Digne. Brennan Johnson.
Johnson's
working.
Working. Dom Solanke pressing as well.
Arch Gray knows it's coming out his way. Help him out here, Decky. It does. It comes back, and they're going to want to get a cross in, I would have thought. And the fans trying to get behind the team now, which I like a lot.
I love it. Creating a fortress almost.
Interesting ball in between the lines, but couldn't hold it up there, Duran.
Look
and there's a
now.
transition on here, but Solanke looks knackered. Yep, so he finds Saar, who offers a lovely ball from Saar into Basuma, who now is breaking forward. Easy ball on for Porro here potentially, but it's blocked out. Well, the opportunity for
slow
it
it down. I don't mind. Slow it down.
Now that they've got their bodies back.
Slow it down. Take a couple touches.
Alan Smith has just said good display from Saar. I would completely agree.
Yeah.
Dragoshin plays it between the lines to Johnson, whose touch is okay in the end. Oh, beautiful from Brennan.
Good close control.
Yes. Held it up so well. Look at him. Look how knackered he is. He's just like, now I'm not doing anything. He's grabbing his hamstring as well.
Get to the back post though, still, Johnson. Yeah, exactly. Walk to the back post. At least walk. At least walk it.
Madder's now on the ball in his favourite area, just outside the box. Saar, nice ball into Declan. Wants to roll his man there, but it was.
I wanted Maddison there. I wanted Maddison just behind him, so he does that little flick into him.
Yeah.
But
lovely header there. Lovely. Was that Ben Davis?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. So comfortable.
Look at this. Look, tiki-taka, composure. That's all right.
Saar just knocking it
about. That's it. That's what you got to do. Take this thing out of it. That's it. There you go. Knock it about. Yeah. That's it. That's what you want to do.
Fans reporting with 3 minutes into the 10 added, so 7 minutes left as Dragoshin finds Saar in central midfield, who was just pressured off the ball a little bit, and Villa now have it. And Solanke, as ever, working to make it go all the way back.
Lovely.
To Martinez.
Force him to
Johnson
go along.
Can't put that on, but now Solanke still does. And
Lovely.
does brilliantly.
Wow.
Wins it back.
Beautiful.
Johnson, don't lose it, Brennan.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Free kick.
Don't.
Well done,
That's
Brennan.
the rule. You don't lose it in that position, but he does well to win that free kick. Well done, Dom Solanke, for harrying him down and winning that ball back into the midfield. Excellent performance from Dom Solanke as well.
He will get the man of the match.
Yeah.
2 goals and is elite kind of hold-up play and pressing, but Saar is close behind for me.
Yeah.
Saar on his haunches a little bit as well.
Saar's on the floor.
He's all right.
He's all right. Slowing it down a bit.
All I want to hear after this game, well, I want to hear lots of stuff, but I do want to hear that Romero's foot is not broken.
Yeah.
Because that is a few months.
It is. As we know.
Now, who's also
lovely.
Well, plays a good ball into Porro. He's getting more comfortable and confident here.
He is.
Johnson
and he's out. He's out on the right though as well. Yeah, give it to. Just give it. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Doing well here. Saar always an option.
A mainstay now in that midfield.
Plays
lovely.
A good ball into Madders.
Lovely. Can he hold it up?
Solanke,
free kick.
I'll tell you what.
Lovely.
Solanke has just been taken out on the edge of the box.
Well done,
Madders,
Solanke.
you think would want this. Don't get involved, Dom. Don't
Jeez,
get involved, Dom.
hey, you're not taking no chat from no one.
Bit Diego Carlos, I'll tell you what, that would be a good fight.
He said, "I'm not a donut, bro." Hey, listen, he's not having it at all. I like it.
Got a super chat here from Jason
Green.
Green. Says, "Fell off the sofa dancing and chanting coys, lol." That's quite a bit of a barge, but not much in it. Now, Madders, you'd think would take this all Porro, but will Solanke fancy it on a trick? Does he take free kicks?
I don't know. I think
I'm just as excited about the time it's going to take this free kick as I am at the prospect.
Enjoy yourself a little bit, man. Come on, enjoy it. Relax a little bit. I know. Previous. I know there's history, but just breathe.
38 years of history, mate.
Breathe for me. Come on, man.
Okay.
Enjoy it with me,
Madders
man.
wants this. Porro's nowhere near it. This is what I was talking about. Will Madders come on and take a chance to... I've been talking for a long time. I want Madders to get a free kick goal for the club to boost his confidence. He scored them against us for Leicester.
I would love Madders to score right now. I would love it if Madders put one in there. Oh, jeez.
They've got the old draft excluder. Solanke's on the left of the wall, trying to create a little gap.
Well, it's a decent...
Brennan Johnson's having a bit of Martinez's water.
It's at a decent distance, I reckon. I think...
That doesn't look like 10 yards, that wall. It never
no,
does.
It doesn't.
My team are playing.
It doesn't. We should get that spray and spray it, man.
Just take it into the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do.
Play it to Decky and take it to the corner. I don't think he's going to score here. He does.
Yes! Mate! Are you all the narratives? Madison's not good enough. Hey, trust me. It's been coming for a long time. He needed to bag a free kick, and he's done it. It's 4-1. Tottenham against Aston Villa, a big rival. A lot of people writ us off. Look now.
I said to you at half-time, it's an opportunity for Tottenham Hotspur to show with adversity against a very difficult team when it's all going wrong that they can learn from the Palace defeat. And I said after Palace, if we beat City and we beat Villa, we'll forget about Palace. And I've been saying for months, get him a free kick goal, his confidence will rise, and he'll start now the next few games for sure.
It's my new celebration.
Free kick. I said he won't score, and he just dinks it over the wall. No chance, Martinez. Beautiful.
Brilliant. I'm so gassed. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so... The adulation.
Actually kind of round the side of the wall, you know.
I told you, enjoy the game, Barnaby. You don't want to listen to me. I said, Barnaby, just relax a little bit.
3
yeah?
minutes left. Tottenham 4, Villa 1. Can we get a fifth?
Just ease up a bit, you know? Just kind of enjoy our games. We're Spurs fans. Enjoy it, man.
Arsenal got done yesterday. City got done yesterday. We're only 2 points behind Arsenal now. And Ange out. Arteta's the best manager in the history of the world. Like,
hey, life comes at you fast. That's all I can say.
It does. And we got Ipswich at home next week. Like, it won't be easy, but I'm just saying. Ipswich at home. Dino gets his cross blocks. And Brennan Johnson has a chance to take it down the line.
Go on.
I don't
On the burners.
do his hammy here, though.
Go on. Waste time. That's it. Just take it down. There you go. Well done.
Johnson won loads of fouls.
Well done.
Look, they've just all falling on the floor.
What can I say? Well. Enjoy yourself now. Can you enjoy now? Are you allowed?
I think even Spurs can't not win from it.
Look at his face, look.
Emery is not excited.
He looks like a ghost, bro. Like, he looks like all the blood.
Do not forget, guys, there will be a post-match reaction show straight after this game, followed by a post-match fan show on a separate link, both on separate links you can find in the chat. Tottenham have put in an unbelievable second-half performance. 4 goals unanswered. Solanke is man of the match, and rightly so, but Pape Matar was very close, and I'd like to give honourable mentions to Radu Dragusin as well.
Yes.
Everyone's put in a performance, really. It's been great.
Well.
1.5 minutes to go.
What can I say, man? I mean...
Villa, all the Villa fans, they really loved getting in my videos last year after they beat us 2-1 as well. And they've been in the comments today.
Yeah, they were.
Sorry, boys, but it's been a step too far for you today as they kick it off the pitch.
We should have beaten them last season at home.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, completely.
I was here. Remember, it was like a year this time. It was me and you in the studio. I was late again. But, you know.
No,
we should have won it. We should have won. We should have.
And listen, to all the people that you read about online in the comments saying Ange out and stuff like that, the fans at home are always chanting his name. Like, they love him.
Yeah.
They love him. Now, what I would say is our away form is horrible, so I wonder if the away fans are a little less enamored. But I still feel confident that it'll come for Spurs. Not just because we won, but because I think there are enough positive signs there. I really do.
Yeah, it's a good win. A game of 2 halves, I would say.
Massive game of 2 halves.
And
we didn't make any chances against them.
Madison
just put in a good press there. Oh, and Matar's just had a shot from 40
He said
yards.
he wanted to be man of the match. Let me have some.
Last 20 seconds of the game here, guys. Archie Gray there just getting into Leon Bailey's face, and Pape Matar helps him out, but it's a foul from Gray, but I don't mind that.
Jeez, there was a few nasty challenges in that first half.
Yeah, listen, it all suited Villa in the first half, but I said, didn't I, at half-time, I said, maybe keep Sarr on the pitch, that's full-time. Keep Sarr on the pitch, and if we do, we can get the next goal. Villa may drop off momentum-wise. That's what happened. Final score, Tottenham Hotspur 4, Aston Villa 1. 2 goals for Dom Solanke. An amazing comeback, bounce back from the Palace debacle last week. And we will talk about it in depth in the post-match reaction show straight away. Get over to that feed for that. And then come and speak to us in the post-match fan show after that as well. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.